There we go. There he is.
There we go. Oh, dude, EV Muck sucks, man. At least for me.
Yeah, it's very browser specific. We're recording.
Tell me
It
about
says
it.
it says we're live again too. I'm not sure.
Right.
Hang on.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear
Yes.
you. We're all good. There's one. It says if the Catalonos were honest folks, scheduled for 11:14 right now.
Okay.
Oh, hey, no, we are live. There it is. One watching now started streaming a minute ago. I see it.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, that's good. I mean, I don't know what.
What you see backstage is what's going out to YouTube right now. Me and Cupcake are
Okay.
both on the right. You're on the left.
Okay. Good. That's Dayla. It's our main man
What
for
up?
Manscaped.
Yeah, Dayla's good dude.
What up, Dana?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. We love Dayla.
Yeah, I've met up with Dana
We're
twice.
doing it.
Yeah, we broke.
Yeah.
Dayla and I broke bread last year on Veterans Day.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I think that's where I first seen him was with you and Cut of the Jib.
Yeah.
He cooks, right? Because I'm pretty sure Cut actually was like cooking some food at one point.
No, we
So-
actually met up at met up at a truck stop, and then we just bought him breakfast. So
Oh, that's super nice. And cheese is
Yeah.
here too.
Cheese is here. Yep. Cheese is. God damn, I'm having all sorts of technical problems this morning.
That's okay. That's what
I
we're here
am.
for.
Well, what about you? How are you feeling about it?
Feeling about what? Which one?
Running this goddamn thing?
So far, so good. As long as you can share your screen, we're good. We don't have a background up again though. Like it's gray in the background. I don't know what happened. Everything got reset after you clicked go live. That's so weird.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like everybody got kicked out. But I got YouTube open over here on my left and EV Mux open over on my right. There we go. Now we look
Okay.
normal.
Okay, and there you can see but why is this window right here? So that's
Which
my
one?
sharing window.
Right.
See how big it is though?
Do you want it smaller?
Yeah, well, we should make it small. I mean, can you see the fucking there where you can see? Is that maybe bring it down some?
Do. Put it.
I mean, you
Honk's
tell
house in the
me.
center. There we
Yeah.
go.
And then
Little
that way
bit
we
of
can-
extra space down here, but no big deal. We could see Honk's house up on the top. I could see your background.
All right. Well, I wonder if the image
Aaron
and
M. Holt
everything is gonna be
stinks,
able-
and Joey C loves pit bulls. I could see the chat on the side.
Oh, it says yes. Good. See the chat. All right, good. So I'm there. American is down there. You're right up in the fucking middle. That's good. We got our middle thing now. So, well, shit. This was a pretty. Wow, that's a rough.
Hang
angle.
on. One thing at a time. I'm getting used to it. I'm learning. We're learning things. We're doing things. There we go.
Good.
No.
Good.
I have my
Unmaximized.
Cape Meany Army shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
I hit maximize by accident. Oh my gosh.
No, you're good.
This is great though. I do like this background. I like it and I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like it because it's new and I'm scared.
Right. Well, be
There we go.
scared. Be scared, but shit, don't be.
Yeah, with StreamYard doubling its price per month,
That's-
like everyone's looking for new fucking stream thing.
Yeah, it went from 25 to 50. Like
Yeah.
and nobody's happy with that. So
Right. Yeah, I like this. I bought the first level of subscription to this. I don't want to pronounce it because I can't. Uvmex or whatever the fuck it is.
EVMux?
Yeah, Emux, but it seems pretty. You know what I'm saying? I like a little bit better than the StreamYard. It has a little more features, I think.
Yeah, it's more. It's definitely more verbose than StreamYard. But
Yes,
the
yes.
Hawkman's in the house.
What's going on, bro?
All right. Well, anyhow, so we've got us a special guest today, folks. I'm sure all of
Yay!
you, many of you know them. Some of them, I'm sure, dislike them. That's just pretty par for the course in this fucking shitty ass neighborhood that we inhabit. But
Get me out the
he
screen.
is, I consider him a little bit of an expert on somebody that I've taken a keen interest in here in the last year or so. And this is American Cupcake. I had him on today. Thank you, Cupcake, for coming on and sharing some of your stories about Joey C and maybe what you think's going on for his future. Like I do, that this week he actually rage quit 2 or 3 times, I think, and said about something about fucking getting the hell out of Dodge. So, we could start right there if you'd like to. Did you catch any of his show regarding the when he was quitting and said, "Screw it, I'm the fuck out of here. I'm
I
I
mean,
tired."
saw
I,
that.
I caught the 16-minute show after he was live. Like I saw he was live, I was watching something else, and then I decided to check him out, and he was already off. So that it's. I mean, he just seems like a discount stuttering John at this point. Like I'm leaving it Dabbleverse. That's it. You guys ain't doing nothing for me. It's like, dude, who are you? First of all, like,
Right, exactly. He don't know who the fuck he is. That's his problem.
He's a dabble mascot. He dabbles in everything and commits to nothing. Um, he needs to take something all the way to the end, and I was picking on him last week for that. Wait,
yeah,
real quick. Speaking of last week, he was very upset with Tukey and the potato and the orange, and he was MFing him all up and down. He was going to dox the potato. He's got his info. Literally, the Sunday after last Saturday, that morning, he was talking to Rocco and Cardiff and
Oh, sure.
OJ, and he was kissing their ass, and they're all good friends. Like, he was mother effing them for a week straight. And then when he's on camera with them, he was we're friends. It's all a work. It's like, dude, you can't do that. You can't keep fucking with people and then going, oh, I was just joking. Nobody's gonna take you serious.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, I
no,
don't know. Go ahead, Cupcake.
no. Like, when he was going to like Rochester, with this with this thing with Kahuna, this work he did with the beans and the jail and stuff. Their excuse was they did it to build the channel. He's going to these places so he can build up his channel. Motherfucker has 7,000 subscribers. You don't need to build shit anymore, dude. If if those were legit, if those were legit people, you wouldn't say you have to build. I will go on record as saying I do not believe that those 7,000 subscribers are legit. I've said it from day one.
He's got a lot of them that are from India
Yeah,
and places like that, and which leads you and one to believe why is somebody has got to fucking fake me up in there and put it in the
No,
picture. That's
that was me. I used the chat in the back of
oh
EVMux, and it's under your account, so it shows as you.
oh
That was me
sweet,
that said that.
oh sweet, nice. So thank you. Um, but yeah, so Snake gets it at the fucking very least. If I don't, man, I'm pretty fucking stoned right now. But
nice.
Wake and
yeah,
bake.
we're gonna cover that bean story because he went into the final explanation of it just the other day, and he really broke it down. It might be a little bit drawn out, but for us, it's all good. It's there's a lot of interesting shit in there, but yeah, Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's getting bad. I think that money is really starting to become an issue, and more importantly, I think the road trip to his childhood homes and some of those other states, ultimately to get to Detroit and go to that next WATP event. I don't think that's happening for him, or
I
that
don't
he,
think so
you
either.
know, yeah, and that it's going to cost a hell of a lot more money. He's wanting to, that road trip is, I think they came up where it was going to be about $6,000 for him to be for the 2 weeks and to do all this shit. He ain't going to get that. There ain't that many players in there, and while Dead Fool, who I'm starting to kind of dislike a little bit, is uh, certainly generous to him. That him and Kitty don't give him that much fucking money, you know.
Right. And Deadpool, Deadpool's a good guy. I pretty much hung out with him the whole time at DabbleCon too. Deadpool, he's fucking funny. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's got a soft spot in his heart for Joey, and that's
Right. Right. Yeah, and that's my thing with people. I like I said, I would never in the world give anything, contribute anything to them right now. And the reason being is that yeah, I think that they've got a lot of dirty shit that they're up to. People haven't changed. Maybe a little bit they have, but it takes more than 18 months after a fucking lifelong commitment to doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Before
yeah,
things, and you've got to, and you still have to. Yeah, the fact of the matter is, you're gonna have to prove yourself for your remaining days. We all do to some extent.
Yep.
But so,
yeah.
but
Joey doesn't understand that he doesn't create content. He is the content. Like
right,
he totally had stuttering John syndrome, where he got all this, and no, I'm just a talent. This talent that I got, people are jealous of my talent. No, dude, you are the content.
right,
Right. That's
right,
that's definitely his issue, is that he's not realizing that we can sit here and talk about him for 2 hours while he struggles to do a show for 2 hours. Like he has to run a gimmick. Like he's got to be angry or upset or be doing something like the pickle or the shark or talking to Kai, right? That's who he talks to, or is it Lou? I
Yeah.
can't remember.
right, right.
When I
Um,
was on his show, when he first started, when I was on his show, like the first 2 weeks, it was fun. We were talking about topics, and then I was I was charged with you know find stuff. So I would go in and go to like weird news, to find cool articles to talk about, weird videos to talk about. So, and I would send him all these links. I'd be like, we could talk about this, we could talk about this. And he would never ever bring any of my stuff up. And then one day his whole channel changed. It was, instead of oh, this is the Joey C show, like a whole Vegas type of thing.
yeah, I
And then it
remember
was
that.
then
Yeah,
it was then the description went to, we're going to delve into the mind of Joey C. We're going to delve into the podcast universe, and we're going to go, like, dude, no one cares about your opinion on anything, dude. Let's just talk about funny stuff.
Yeah, that's basically it. Be entertaining about it, and once you know who Joey is as a person, um, his credibility's semi-shot, because he tells so many stories about his past that he may be co-opting from people he was around versus it actually happening to him. Uh, I don't mind him telling stories from the past, but be authentic about it. Don't
Yeah,
like he doesn't need to exaggerate. He's a character on his own. Just be yourself, dude. We can watch.
right, right,
Me and Hunk were
well,
talking
he's
last week.
feeling
He can
we
just
do
set a
that.
camera up. He can just set a camera up in the house, and the way he acts around Christina, you know, her managing him is enough to keep us entertained. Basically,
right,
she's the one. She's got that's her grown ass kid. Her kids are grown and out the house. She's still taking care of him because he's arrested in development.
right. And just to address what you hung out with Ian Hawk. You're not a true friend to Joey, dude. Joey goes on Rob Saul's show. How much shit does Rob Saul talk about Shuley and Bob?
Yeah, right, exactly. And he's supposed to
Yeah.
be everybody's friend, Joey.
Yeah,
He's
so
totally cool with Shuley. He's good with Bob. He's good with Mike. He's good with the Cowardly Crew. I don't think they go by that anymore. But El Horrible and Cardiff and OJ, they're all right with him too. They're not like they don't hate him, but they're gonna fuck with him because that's what he, like you said, he started going in that direction where he was putting himself out there in that way and doesn't like being observed.
right, right. I mean, if he would like, he wanted to do a funny show, and I was trying to help him do that. And it's you get a weird you get a weird fucked up topic. Yeah, we could talk about that for hours. But then you go on about oh yeah, well see, because I'm this and I got that. Joe, really nobody wants to hear that. Like, we want to hear your opinions on stuff. We don't want to hear about you.
Yeah, right, right. I would rather hear him talk about himself and not tell me what he thinks of Trump or Kamala Harris. I don't really care about his
I
politics.
kind of disagree with you on that because
Really?
yeah, I want to hear Joey's opinion on stuff like that because it would be so off. It would be so he would
True.
go on so many different stupid tangents on it. Like that to me would be funny.
Yeah, I agree. You're right. You're right. What about you, Honk? What do you want to see? Is he up there still? Yeah, I can see him.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I I was just trying. I was just trying to get things set up for us going into
Oh,
the
one of the
what I
clips. I
want to
got you.
share. Yes, yes, yes. So you guys were doing well. I appreciate it, and I am fucking everything up.
That's your job, dude.
Yeah, yeah. But anyhow, well, let's do this. I want to get into Joey C ripping into me some. And I know that's fucking doesn't sound like it, but yeah, he had some choice words for your boy Honk, and I am fucking pretty disappointed because he did go hot and heavy, and he
Oh,
says
that's
some
right.
hateful shit, and he there was and he did it several times this week just with the hateful things. But let's go over here to this one happened. Oh, I forget what fucking day it was. It was on the morning show. Of course, you're gonna see Lou the God on here and his new filters that he's fucking doing, the disgusting pig. And Bobby Nick, who is starting to become a regular, who's a regular on every fucking show because he can't get his ass out of that fucking couch. But let's go ahead and see. I got it. What was it at 56:15? Let's get it back there. Shit, you are all right.
You Sharon?
Yeah, I'm not yet, but you know what? Thank you for reminding me to do that. Let
Hey,
me
well, you got me
see.
paying attention more back here now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm trying to. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, well, bear with me, guys. Where the fuck is it at now? That's the one I want to
Do
share
I
with.
look like I can afford bathtub estrogen?
Bathtub estrogen.
Yeah, apparently I'm effeminate and full of estrogen today. That's great.
Oh, that's nice.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, guys.
I do have weed moobs though. I know I'm growing tits. Smoking too
Weed
much
moves.
graze. Yeah, I eat too much sugar, man. That's my problem.
Oh, that ain't no good. Oh, this is not it, guys. Sorry,
There.
wrong one again. Fucking pissing me off.
Which one is this?
Okay, here we go. Can you see this one?
Nope, add it.
Huh?
No, can't see it.
You can't see it yet.
No.
Okay, it's not allowing me to fucking share. What the hell, man?
There was
Okay,
one clip vaccine that popped up.
well, there's that. What do you got going on? Okay, here, I'm gonna press play and it should come up.
I see. Well, something happened.
I just moved that.
Oh, okay.
So what the fuck is going on? How come it's not sharing?
Which one are you doing? Share video or share screen?
Share screen.
Oh,
Share screen. Okay.
because then we should be able to see your whole desktop, whatever you got going on your desktop.
Okay. Can you
There we
see
go.
that?
Now
Yeah.
I can see. Now we're good.
You can see it. Okay. Can you see this one?
Did you move something over there?
I didn't do none, but I just want to. I'm trying to click to the one I want us to watch.
Oh.
Can you see it on there?
No, it didn't update. I'm looking at the Joey C, Kai, and Bobby Nick's on the bottom there. Oh boy, Bobby Nick.
Okay.
Sorry about it.
Let's
Excuse me.
try
I didn't
this
mean to do
shit
it.
again. Stop sharing. So, are you seeing anything on there now? Probably not.
Nope.
Okay. This is
Yep.
going great.
We have exactly.
You
Ian
see
nailed
this?
it. Thanks, Hawkman. I appreciate you.
Fuck a duck, man. Holy shit. Christ almighty. Little help.
I could say we're slightly more likable. I would think. At
Yeah,
least at the moment.
it's terrible. That- Oh, Christ almighty. Okay, let's try this again. Share screen. And I'm going to share this one. Please tell me you can see it.
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
And it's not the one I want.
No. It's the one that you shared before.
Right. So let's try this fucking again. It's not this one. It's yeah. I'm
See,
about
this
ready
is
to
performance art.
snap.
This is performance art. We're actually
Exactly right.
performing Joey
Now-
C's show.
Yeah, exactly. This is very meta.
Yeah,
So everybody has to.
Oh my god, man. How bad. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, don't you got controls of that shit back there?
I can't see what. Well, you got. I don't know what. I don't have your playlist of what you want to share. That's the only thing I don't have.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. Let's try the share screen again. And is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. It's got to be this one. It is. That's it.
Okay.
Can you see something?
Yes, I see Bobby Nick, Joey up in the upper corner, and the
It's
pumpkin
different
face
than
in
the
the
one
other.
from before.
Is
Okay.
it? Yeah, and you're time stamped halfway through, so you're on that. That's all you. I'm not controlling any of
Okay.
it. Don't
All
blame me.
right. Well, here he goes after you fucking your boy Honk. So just listen to this now, goddammit.
The clown, who, if you look at him, you see this Honk the clown. Who is Joey speaking? I'm speaking of my former trolls that a threesome that they trolled me hard 10, 11 months straight until they finally packed it in. But this guy Honk the clown, you just look at him and you go, "What? This fucking guy definitely looks like he's got a past, big time." So
Yeah.
and he's like, he's featured me. Now, from what I understand, the whole reason that Big Black wants to show is he wants to talk about Joey C. I don't know. I didn't know I was that interesting that they want to talk about Joey C. Now I got 3 shows doing weekly shows. And then they go, "Oh, he's just like John." I'm nothing like John. For one, I'm accountable when I'm wrong. John never was accountable. John, you'll never hear John say he was wrong.
No, never once heard him say it, and you never will. You
I
never
don't
They
go
will.
just
say,
want to
oh,
talk
you know,
about you because they think you're an easy target.
no, I'm not. I'm not. See, I played along so good last year with them. I laughed. I laughed hard. I used to sit back and laugh at them. You know,
Like
it's
Honka Honka, the clown, he
he
really
is.
doesn't want to go to war with us. He says, "We'll fucking
No,
annihilate that old piece of crap."
well, it's coming. It's coming because I'm gonna have fun with.
Like,
I'm gonna have fun with him. You know, I'm gonna have lots of fun with him.
But I mean, he's nothing. He sits in like a computer room or something, and
He lives in a teepee. I hear some kind of teepee or something.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I've seen his show before, and it's like this is
And
garbage.
his entire chat room is trolls. It's always got
Yeah.
Yes, the entire
Okay.
chat room is trolls.
Okay, that's fucking hilarious. Bobby fucking Nick, you fat fucker. Gonna tell you, big fucking barrel of monkey shit. You've got the audacity to tell me that I don't get up and do nothing, and I've never. You sit in that fucking chair. Do you know what?
All
I'm gonna
day.
tell you something right now. This motherfucker, all right, and this is the truth. This motherfucker on that show, and I counted him just to give you a fucking idea, all right, of how bad he is with it. He was on that fucking show for 1 hour and 40 fucking minutes, and he smoked 18 fucking cigarettes.
Damn.
18 cigarettes. Do you realize that is a pack every fucking 2 hours on average? And of course, he's on 4 shows a day or whatever.
No
Yeah,
comment.
Cupcake.
I understand.
No
Cupcake.
comment.
Yeah, I understand. But for him to go and say that and then acting like that, yeah, fuck you, Bobby. That's why you're at the head of the fucking Deadpool in the Spurtopia Deadpool game. Shit,
He is,
there's
man.
no, you don't gotta, yeah, bud. And he just, everything he eats comes in some styrofoam fucking box or whatever in a plastic. I know, Cupcake, you're on the road though, okay? You're not up in your fucking house. All right. So yeah, there is some stuff there that makes it unique with you. But
That's true.
yeah, he is you got a lot of fucking nerve, my guy. I thought we was cool, but you've gotten on this show and now you're starting to your testicles are starting to drop. And I've got some real concerns for you and Honk's future. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You can go on a tangent. That's what you're here for. No, I agree. Bobby Nick doesn't have much room to talk about somebody sitting in one room not doing much all day, because there are days he is on a show from morning till night. You know, he'll be on with Bobby Fran from noon to 3 and then do shows in between and then be on JBX late at night from midnight till 2. You know what I mean? Like I'll do a show whenever, but you got to schedule it with me. I can't just be around all day every day. And he's around all day every day. So that's my big criticism. Aside from a pack in 2 hours, I mean, I was smoking a pack a day at one point, but that's fucking pricey, dude.
Yeah.
He's
No,
rolling
that's-
his own.
I know. I mean, he's got to smoke. I don't know what it is up in Canada as far as like the taxation goes on. I imagine though that they're taxed pretty well for their cigarettes. I mean, just how they are in California, pretty liberal. I don't know about the area where he's at, but yeah, you're talking about, you know, it's they're at least $4 or $5 a pack. I'm sure of it. Sure of it.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, no, here in Cleveland, they're about 8 for a regular pack of cigarettes now.
Yeah.
I quit.
Georgia- sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I quit back when it was. I couldn't get 2 packs for $10 anymore. I started tapering off then. It was like I couldn't do it. But I miss cigarettes a lot.
Yeah, when I'm driving like Missouri, Iowa, Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, you can get obviously with the at the truck stops you get the pilot discount. You can get 2 packs for around $10 to $11 in those states. But like New York and like the cities, that's fuck
Yeah.
that. Like I knew I was coming to Miami, so every truck stop I always get 2 to 4 packs because they're cheap.
Yep, that's exactly what you got to do. Buy them when you know you can get them cheap. And that's definitely an advantage you got, Cupcake, being over the road.
Well, crap, you think that I mean, shit, he must make pretty good fucking money. When you think about it, just on that habit alone is going to run how much a day?
Well, I'm
He,
guessing
he,
he gets a cut of super chats, and that's probably,
you think that does it? My God, that's
well, at least a pack or two, because
well,
if they're running
right. I mean,
17 to 20 bucks,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't. I don't. I mean, of the shows that he's on, I don't recall any of them being real big juggernauts as far as money coming in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't know about their show personally. I know that he loves them some David Chandler and their Deadpool. Boy, they come in and his eyes sparkle up and he gets excited. Shmuel Buckman, nice to have you in here, my friend. Thank you for your service. We do appreciate it. We appreciate taking
the
to
cigarette show.
task to task Joey C on much of his storytelling and such. We welcome you to the team.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, go ahead.
And,
What were you going to say?
and Joey I mean, he has the ability to do a show. He has the ability to get fans,
Mhm.
but he has to understand that, like I said before, he is the content. He doesn't make content, and he has to embrace that.
Yeah,
That's
and some people do, and some do. That like with Keanu going after the Clippers, she couldn't. The Clippers are what helps build your channel. Because Joey will do a 2 hour stream, but really we need to see the half hour that peaks it, so that way when he does the next 2 hour stream, we can help. The chat will help get it going, and
right.
and get the gimmick going. Especially if
Yeah.
he goes with the anger uh, thing that he likes to do. I do worry though, because he does get his blood pressure up when he starts yelling.
Well, yeah, but he's got to work on that himself. Look, a lot of it is, it, you know, I still think that Joey, yeah, with the IRL stuff, he would do extremely well with it. Does he want to give up that much? Because it does take a pretty good fucking commitment. With that being said, I think you know what's weird about Joey? Money doesn't mean anything to him. Even
He,
though he's constantly craving it and chasing after it, it don't mean a fucking thing.
easy come,
Okay?
easy go.
Right, it's easy come, easy go. If he happens to hit a jackpot or sometime while gambling, he didn't have it. If he loses it, right back. He didn't
Right.
have it initially, so it doesn't mean there's nothing. He doesn't value money, but I think that what Joey values more than anything is the fucking um, fame.
Yeah.
The notoriety of it all.
That's what I mean. Like, he's more of a mascot. He doesn't mind showing up at Rochester or Detroit and just standing there and shaking hands. Nobody even has to give him $1. He'll just be
Right.
a
Right.
friend. When it should have been, Joey should have had a table signing shit for people for $2, $3, $4, whatever. People will be happy to throw him money for whatever, an autograph or sign my shirt, whatever. Bring your dumb Italian tchotchke from your house, and have him sign it and put it on your wall. He'll go for that. But I don't, like you said, he'd rather have the notoriety than save his money, which is a bad combination.
Well, what's Shmuel say here? So today's new is that Deadpool paid for the Rochester baseball tickets. Nothing to do with Joey's MLB career. Another Joey lie exposed. Yeah, I mean he's just gonna make up bullshit about how he got the tickets and fucking Deadpool somehow paid for. I mean, it is amazing. It is utterly amazing at the rate at which he just he wants to be loved. He wants to be liked or loved
Yeah,
by
he's looking for the
everybody.
adulation. He's definitely
Yeah.
looking for adulation. And then you get that off of Cupcake's face. There you go.
I want a Monchichi autograph. Yeah, me too. But he's supposed to be flying in to Florida for the big Detroit trip, which I don't think is happening now.
Oh, okay. That was the next question. Was he actually going to get to Detroit this time? Because he
The
got he
last
barely he barely
the
got to
last I
Rochester.
heard, was I'm not going to Detroit. That's the last. He that's
He gave up on it.
yeah.
That's what I mean. And he doesn't follow through. It's not surprising that I'm going to do this and then he doesn't do this. So that's what I'm harping on him the most for. If he wants to come at me and yell at me, if the pumpkin face wants to yell at me, that's fine. Bobby Nick is a show person. That's all he loves to do is hang out and talk. So
Yeah.
I don't take anything he says. If he's trying to talk shit about me or Honk or you, I'm not too. I'll take it with a grain of salt because he's just making show stuff happen.
Oh, that damn Bobby. All right, let's get up here
Yeah.
to this next part and see if I've gotten the right cut or not. I've fucked up everything else so far today, so hold on, fellas.
So that's why the few people that I'm really close with.
It's funny. They want to sit there and say you're a convicted liar. Yes, I'm a convicted liar.
Yeah, right. I am.
Because I decided to stick up for my woman.
But do they know what I like?
Right.
That's all day. I am a. They're right. They're right. I got no defense on that.
Okay, this is what I was wanting to say about that. This is one of those deals where Joey. Okay, you know the thing where he says that he lied about going to or lied for his wife, and that's why he got locked up, and she went, and that's the only reason why. Well, Luke comes on here and says, God, they get pissed off at you for being a convicted liar. You just did it for your wife, because you did it out of love. No, he didn't. Check this out. If he really was down for his wife, Joey would have rode that bullet. I mean, they both spent the money. Joey and fucking Christina both spent the money that they got from that shit. But instead, what he did was he let his wife fucking do the time. And she might have been the one that signed the paperwork, but he could have manned up and said, yeah, no, that was me. A multitude of fucking things he could have offered up.
He could have said he forged it, right?
She
Believe
should have
me,
never done the time, Joey, if you were a real fucking man, pal.
but that's it. They were trying to be Bonnie and Clyde or whatever, and they got caught. What the biggest piece of advice I got from my family was to never let the cops bring you home, and if you're going to be a smart criminal or be a criminal, be a smart criminal. I think Joey thought he was going to get away with some shit. You can't fuck with the federal government, state government, local government. Fine, Feddies will come find you. They know they will get their dollar out of your asshole if they have to. They don't care.
Right.
You're not a person on a federal level, and that's not good time. I wonder if Christina served. I wonder if she was like in Danbury. That's like the big Fetty women's prison out on the East Coast.
I don't know, but I'm 100% convinced that Joey didn't go to the joint. I mean,
No.
I know he didn't. He says that. I know he went to some little county bullshit thing. I mean, you hear the stories. Yeah, well, there's no probation in the fucking federal thing. Okay, how did you get out then and have a probation?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just everything. He really. If we're talking about man, Joey, and you make it a big point about this type of shit, that you're a man, everybody else is a fucking coward. You would have done the time there, cowboy, not your wife.
Yeah.
You would have went and fucking did it. Okay. You should have done the 3 years. The bitch should have stayed at home and just, did her little light bit. But yeah, this is on you.
Yeah. Believe me, the prosecutor would have given her some other lesser charge had Joey taken a higher charge. It's
100%.
It's all about statistics for those guys. Cause I was arrested for, growing weed. I was cultivating marijuana. And my wife at the time was living with me, and I got the felony for it. She got a misdemeanor for permitting drug abuse and like a year probation. I had 2 years probation, 120 hours of community service. I did some shit for that because weed wasn't legal in Ohio yet. But I took the brunt. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, she also, here's the deal. In real life stuff, Christina does have a worse record than Joey's. Joey's record, really, I'll be honest with you, is pretty fucking mild. Other than the hot check shit, and you know what I'm saying, and that type of crap, little petty crap. And it's that's kind of his whole life story. That lie thing. If he wouldn't have met Christina, Joey would have been better off, I think. And I know that you're going to disagree with me there, but I think that he might have made some bad choices and missteps more with her. Go ahead, bust my fucking balls,
Well,
throw some fucking tomatoes. That's good.
On his Blog Talk radio show, I don't know if you've been aware of this, but if you go to his Blog Talk radio, it is I don't know what the date is, but it was about 2.5-3 years ago. But the second page, like the third or fourth one down, he talks about breaking his probation and going to, he was on his, when he talks about it, he was saying, "Oh yeah, no, I got all these, I got my own whack pack. You should have seen these guys I met in the loony bin."
Oh, okay. Yeah, and see, that's exactly what he would try to do too. Like, be a whack pack leader. I think he is not jealous of, but wants to be more like Shuley.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he tried calling into Howard Stern a bunch of times. On his claim to fame, and I love when he says this, "My time on Stern." You mean the phone call that you got through?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I just think that's just funny.
And there was how many? He was going to fight Beetlejuice, right? He was going to box Beetlejuice. He was doing a Batman gimmick, trying to be part of the whack pack. It's so strange to me that he wants to be a certain type of celebrity, like not a paid celebrity, just a personality. And it's like you said, he's not making the content. His personality is what the content is.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice doesn't.
The content. He needs to embrace that.
Right. Beat didn't make content. High Pitch didn't make content. They were the content. Howard gave them content to do, and let them be the character doing it. And that's what Joey needs help with. He needs somebody to give him a push in a direction. Hey, this is what you should do this week. And then go out and, maybe hang out at the grocery store and act like Joey and see what he can do.
Right.
Try to impress some cashiers.
His stream going to Rochester and coming back, those were fun. Those were fun to watch.
Yeah.
Joey eating at Golden Corral. It was.
I agree with you. Like that's just, there's going to be some gems that come out of that just from him being Joey or Christina being Christine. She might slap him in the face, give him the old, what's her name? The Alyssa clip thing.
Honestly, that was the best part with, oh, do I turn here? No, you got to, what are you talking about? The exit's right here. Why didn't you tell me to turn 2 minutes ago?
Exactly. You were supposed to exit on 310. You went to 311. It's not right. Like those are just, right. Like at the grocery store, it would be fun because they would argue about prices. I wonder if Joey has a roving eye. Would he look at a girl and Christina? That kind of stuff. It would be fun to catch him doing real.
I don't think. I don't think Joey would have a roving eye. I mean, he is absolutely. I mean, they're absolutely in love with each other. I will say that.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Good. Then they're peas in a pod. So back to what, real quick, back to what you were saying. Maybe Joey would have been better off had he stayed single, but they're happy to do it together. It makes them happy to go out and commit fraud.
Right. Okay, I got a question for you, Cupcake.
What's up?
You went there twice. To Joey's house. The first time you went there, I know you said, the house was in pretty good shape. Now, the second time that you went there, I got to ask you, that was kind of a surprise, wasn't it? They didn't know you was coming.
Yeah, I had a delivery, and it was about I left the delivery. I'm going down the street, and I'm like, God damn! I was like, I've never delivered to here before, but this fucking street is familiar. And then I saw this strip club. I'm like, oh my God, Joey C lives 2 minutes away from here. So I texted Mrs. C. I'm like, hey, I'm outside. It's like, well, Joey's streaming right now, so she invited me in. You know, she's always been nice. She's always, you know, she's always been good to me. You know, I've got no bad shit to say about Mrs. C at all whatsoever. You know, and it was, you know, I crashed Joey's stream with Ray, and you know, it was fun. You know, shit like that's fun. But I, I I am a consummate ball buster. Like I will, like that's what I like to do. You know, and I do it in a good natured way. You know, and because I don't mind getting my balls busted. You know, it's like it's a give and take. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, it's so yeah. Am I gonna call Joey out on some of his bullshit stories? Yeah. Am I gonna say, you know, Joey, it didn't happen like that? You know, yeah. Why? Because it gets him riled up and it makes me laugh. That's
That's right.
that's
That's right.
basically it.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I will forever break his balls on this Jerry McGee thing. Where no, they called her Ginger, and that's what they called her, and like
And he
dude,
ain't gonna change.
right. And then breaking news, did it, breaking news. When Joey goes off about you know, things that Tony the Espilastro did with the guy in the vice where he popped his eye out, that story 100% absolutely happened. The thing
Right.
is, it happened like 10 years before Tony the Espilastro even was considering going to Vegas. If you Google the Eminem murders, it happened in Melrose Park, Chicago in the early 60s. And that murder that he committed was what made his bones for the Chicago outfit.
Mm,
You know,
I
it
see.
was these guys, they killed two mobsters without they killed two mobsters, but they also killed a waitress that was a civilian, not into it, you know, not even part of anything. So then the mobsters were like, all right, we need to find out what the fuck happened. You know, this civilian was killed. These two guys were killed without any, you know, without any permission, without any okay. And this is all in Frank Collada's book that he wrote. I'm big on Audible, and you know, it was so Tony the Ant was like, all right, I'll take care of it. So yeah, he found the one guy, stuck ice picks in his balls, and then they went to a warehouse in Chicago, and he did put the guy's head in a vice, popped his eye out. Once his eye was popped out, then he gave up the other guy. So
Jesus.
that yeah, so that absolutely did happen, but it did not happen in Vegas. It wasn't that these two guys came up and you know and shot up a bar. No, these two guys killed mobsters. It was an unsanctioned hit, and they killed a waitress. That was the one. Killing the waitress is
Yeah.
what put them on the shit list that these guys need to be taken care of.
Yep. Yep. Crossfire. You can't be bringing down heat like that on anything. You know, let alone like you said, unsanctioned hit. That's what Goodfellas. That's how that ended.
Right,
You know.
That
So
right.
good.
yeah, that's not okay. That's not okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get up here. Oh, this is the last little bit on this one where he goes after Honk once again, the son of a bitch.
Hey, Joseph, you
But
don't tell the
I'm
truth.
not. And then when when Honk the Clown goes on and he's talking about me, how I'm the only guy that's rotten and everybody else is good people, and he doesn't understand why people even give me $1. Well, dude, I would never come at you by fucking saying comments like that and take away the little money you make. I wouldn't do that to anybody. But he's desperate to fucking do that because of jealousy. It's pure fucking jealousy. You
Yes, we're
know,
jealous.
he don't understand. How can I be the only bad one and everybody else is good? That's
I'm a
impossible.
hater.
You understand? He tells lies. He'll sit there and go, "You know, you're a liar." Yeah, man, shut the fuck up, clown. You really want a piece of this? He tells me last week. Let me tell you something, old man. Yes, I do. Yeah, very much so. So the answer to your question last week is yes. If
Come
you
on
feel
the
like
show, Joey.
jumping, jump like a frog, bitch. I'm right here. Okay. You know, so
The clown.
He's just
Honka honka.
I promise you, he's got a bad past, and he kind of
Well, he
opened up
said
a
it
bit,
himself. He has a past.
but I guarantee it's a lot worse than what he's.
Holy shit. Joey, I'm going to tell you something right now, brother, okay? I will never fight you. You will never fight me. We will never cross paths. Never. I will never be at one of these gay events. I don't give a fuck about them. Ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna fight. But I promise you, if we did, I would beat the fucking brakes off you. I'd fold you up like a lawn chair. There'd be nothing left to go on, dude. Your career would be over. And that's me not trying to be a dick. So don't even threaten me with any of that stuff because I don't want to fight you. That's absurd. And well, you know what though? For charity, I would.
There you go.
If there
I
was
get you.
charity out there, yeah, I'd beat the fucking dog shit out you. You let me know when you want to do it, cowboy.
Trying what a little bit he let out. He's probably in categories that I don't care to throw at him on the air. I'm pretty close to but pretty right. So, and he keeps talking the big game. You want my name? I'll tell you my name. He ain't gonna tell me his real name. He would never do that. He's just a piece of shit.
He wants to know my name, and I would tell him because I don't, this whole shit about the docs and crap. Nobody wants to be doxxed. We try to, just because of whatever fucking reasons. But yeah, he's trying to make it seem like I'm a bad criminal. I've got some bad. Brother, anything I got was back when you was still fucking picking up baseball bats and cleaning jock straps for the Cubbies. I'm pretty chill now. But that's the difference between me and you. Where I grew up, you never did. And you had to pursue, getting over on old ladies that you'd walk to the grocery store. I'm sure that they lost plenty of fucking goddamn dough over the years to you. So please don't start in on me about any of your. He makes me madder than hell. This little fucking polecat.
I can hear it. I can hear you getting upset, buddy.
Yeah,
No, I agree because and he's 60 and he's challenging people to a boxing match or a fight or whatever.
we're the same
It's
fucking age. She's 58. I'm 58. I mean, I
oh
don't.
okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
I
we
said
are
I'm
like
sorry. I
them.
wasn't trying to be mean. It's okay.
No, no,
58.
no, no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, yeah, we're the same damn age. I don't want to fight him either. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
fuck
that's
him. Fuck him. I'll strangle him with some old hemp
no.
wire.
That's what I mean, though. He can come on. I would be more than happy to try to talk to him. It's not
Yes,
we're not trying to take money out of his hand, and in fact,
right.
I would like to help him make money in a better way. The problem
Dude.
is he's going to try to game the system, stay on his SSI disability, and collect so much on PayPal, so much on. I'm pretty sure, and I heard this yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was Patrick, but he mentioned that Joey might be trying to, or I don't think he said Joey specific, but people are trying to spread it out like that. Like Aaron too. Aaron wants some money on PayPal. He wants some money on Venmo. He wants some money on whatever the fuck the other one is, Cash App, because then each app only reports so much money to the IRS.
Right.
So if you're making like
Right.
$5,000 on one and $5,000 on another, yeah, you made 10 grand, but neither one is going to report you. And I think that's what Joey's going to be gunning for here in the future, and maybe why he doesn't want the money as much as he wants the adulation and fame.
Yeah, if Joey wants to make money on YouTube, on whatever, he is absolutely. And I've said this since day one when I was on his show, and he hated me for it. He needs to be the Dabbleverse Perry Caravello. Like when he did that, he did the one stream with Lou about eating beans.
Right.
$5 and I'll eat, and I'll eat, this cold can of beans. He made what, $150 by eating a can of beans?
Right.
Shit, dude.
Do
I got
that.
ravioli in the other room. Do anybody want to pay me to eat cold can of ravioli? I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I'm hungry.
Do
but
that kind of stuff. That's what we want to see you do.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest gimmick he can get away with too. He doesn't have to go anywhere. He doesn't have to leave he could just build out his little area that he has and do silly shit. Go dye your hair pink. $25.
Yeah, exactly. $50 were this bra all stream.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Dude, Joey, please reach out in the Discord. I know you're in Spurgtopia. Talk to us, bro.
All right, guys.
You know,
Go
I
ahead.
mean, he has he has the ability to make a revenue stream. I don't think his pride will let him do it though.
It's between pride and commitment, I think. Like some days he just might not be feeling it, and then he wants to change the gimmick. That's why there's a pickle and a shark and a president, whatever, or a president pickle, baby shark. What else did he
Yeah,
do? He was a Christian for a
he's got
while.
too many irons in the fire.
Yep. That's right. He needs to min max. He needs to maximize one thing and minimize the rest.
Right. Quality, not quantity.
hmm And I agree with you, Cupcake. Just wild shit. He'll get money. He'll get
Yeah.
paid.
So speaking of the Bean story, let's go there.
Yeah,
And
let's go there because I got a lot to say about this stupid fucking Bean story.
okay, well, we're gonna pick it up. He talked about it for about the first half of the show, but it's right around the 58, 59 mark or something like that, where he finally gets into it. So yeah, there's just so much going on. Now, tell me some, Cupcake. The original story on it was that, and let me say this: this didn't start out as a bit, correct?
I don't think it did. I remember vehemently, like, Kahuna came on, Joey wasn't on. And then Kahuna said, Joey got arrested, and I sent him $200 for bail.
See, I remember all of that too, and it was like, yeah,
Okay.
and so that much, and that's where it kind of gets weird for me because Kahuna, tried to make it. You know what I think he might have done here is to not make himself look bad. He was trying to give Joey an out, knowing that he might have been burned or played for $200. Because I'll tell you what I think happened. I think Joey made up some bullshit story because he needed $200 to go to the casino.
Yeah, as far as I know, the $200 never really happened. Like there was
Okay.
no 200, there was no exchange of $200, and I, according to them, this was a whole work from from that show. Like it was all a lie from that show.
Right.
And Kahuna knows that I like to dig on Joey. So he Kahuna was feeding me like, yeah, he hasn't paid me yet. And that pissed me off because Joey has a history of borrowing money and not paying it back. So I went hard in the paint on Joey, like, what the fuck, dude? But, and then Kahuna would not let up. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna let you on the show. I'm not gonna tell Joey. Make sure you get on him about this. So like Kahuna totally used me to get Joey riled up, and that pissed me off. That like, so all these people going, "Oh, Kahuna's so great." Kahuna fucking lied to me straight up about that whole thing. I would never have gone that hard in the paint on Joey had I known this was all a lie. And I even
Right.
and I told Joey the first day he was monetized that because I chat, he's like, yeah, well, you support all these other, you support all these other shows, but you don't even send me a super chat. I said, Joey, I will never send you a dime. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
going to ever super chat you. And once I found out that this whole thing was a lie, I sent them $5 and apologized. I was like, Joey, I'm sorry. I went hard in the paint. I didn't know what was going on. So yeah, I fucking manned up. I was like, you know what? I apologize. It
Right.
was all I was man enough to go against, what I've always said, to apologize to the man that I fucking went hard at.
Mm-hmm.
And based on misinformation, it wasn't like you just kind of heard something and went at it. You were told. You were fed deliberate. This is what's going on.
Exactly.
Go get them.
Yes,
And
exactly.
that's a little different. Not letting you know that it's a work and
Right. That was
letting you
strange.
right.
I
That's the
mean,
problem.
Yeah.
If he would have
Had
told you,
told me
go
it was
ahead,
a
do
work
what you got to
from the
do.
beginning, I wouldn't have done shit. I'd be like, this is a dumb idea, dude. I would have explained to Kahuna. Excuse me.
Right.
I would have explained to Kahuna. I was like, no, this is bad mojo. Like Joey has a history of borrowing money and not paying it back. So no, I'm not going to be a
Right.
part of this.
Right. And that's it. And that's why it was believable, because I believed it, because you would think dude would be nice enough to give him the money, even if it wasn't for bail. But Joey then stiffing him is exactly why you don't give him money. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, so we would be like, oh,
Exactly.
come on, dude, why are you stiffing this guy? He was trying to be your
And
friend.
I was going at Kahuna. I was like, dude, don't you know that Joey does this? Like, Joey's probably lying to you about being arrested. Joey's not
Exactly.
being truthful to you, Kahuna. But no, it was Kahuna the whole time. You know,
It was a
and
mind fuck. That was something, one of them things in a movie that you get at the end. It's like, oh shit, I didn't see that.
total
It
Kaiser
was
Sose,
Kahuna the whole
exactly.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Kahuna Kaiser Sose us all.
time. Right, man. He got him.
Yeah, he did. He fooled us all. God damn it.
Yeah, and then when Joey went to cut to the Gyp's house, and Kahuna supposedly, hijacked his stream and changed the password and wouldn't give it back to Joey.
Yeah, I thought that was all
I
legit.
thought that was hilarious. I
Yeah,
thought it
that
was
was.
hilarious.
That's what I thought had happened. I thought Joey lost his channel to Kahuna because he didn't pay the money.
Yeah, and
And
no, that was none of that was true.
but that's what happened. And like a week later, he was back on his channel, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" And then I haven't seen Kahuna around much lately either,
Right.
so he might be like laughing in his little Hawaiian hut.
And Kahuna's a good guy. He's decent, but don't use people like that just to
Yeah,
don't
I
use people
agree.
like that, man. Just to make content like that.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be the means to an end. You know
Exactly.
what you
All
got
right,
for us,
guys.
Honk?
This here is the Bean story. And this is after you guys setting it up for us there real good. This is the ultimate truth, and no changing or altering anything after this. This is the ultimate truth by Joey on what exactly happened that night and he gives it to us all. There's a lot of detail, guys. That's one thing about Joey that's great. There's always a lot. He never leaves any detail out. So it was a dark and stormy night, and you're gonna love this. So let's listen to the Bean story. If you guys hear anything, please shout out. Give me a shout and stop. And if I happen to see one of the points, I'll do the same thing. So here we go.
In the future of Tukey Sue.
So without further ado,
Without further ado,
the rock story. I mean,
here
the
we
bean.
go.
What did I say?
All
Rock.
So this went on for a couple weeks, where these ugly fucking three prostitutes
Which
were
one
out
they
there
did?
in not the long chairs, but the short type beach chairs. You know what I'm talking about? Not the ones where you lay on them. The ones that they're the metal with the you know what I'm talking about, right? You guys get the
Yes,
and they're out there by Pops's fucking little area, and they're sunbathing with no tops on.
Whoa.
And I'm talking about this is where we invented the scrambled egg theory. Because them tits look so fucking bad that it was so scary that I wanted to run upstairs and throw up. That's how bad they were. And I went back down there. We were up and down that day a couple times. We were throwing trash out, cleaning, spring cleaning, taking stuff to the dumpster. And my wife just goes, oh my God, I can't take it no more. And they're just sitting there with their no teeth here, smiling, no teeth.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck?
cottage cheese titties.
And I'm like, can you imagine what their box smells like?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, that is horrendous. And there's Pop. Yeah, yeah, I need me $7. I need me $7. Give me $7. I need $7. I gotta give me crack. I gotta give me my girl's going. Come on, Pop. Come over here and see what I got. And I'm like, Pops, I ain't got time for this shit right now. And he tried to lure me over to the den over there where he had it all laid out. And I'm like, I can't creep.
Pops has got him a little fucking a den of girls over there in the corner, huh? Was trying to get Joey. I thought Pops and him were buddies.
They were.
No, Pops is just some homeless guy that I mean,
He wants money from Joey most of the time.
yeah. And
Is that-
in Joey's defense on this, he gave Pops money. He would go, he would buy stuff from Pops, and it's like when you feed a stray cat, you just get more stray
Yeah.
cats. That's right out of Joey's mouth. Like, he said it himself. Like he can't do shit against them now because they know where he lives. They know they're gonna fuck up his car. They're gonna do something. So he's kind of in dire straits with this. But he should have never done it in the first place. Like that
Right.
was,
Should never befriended him.
yeah. I mean, that's
he was too close to his home base to do this kind of thing. He needs to go down the street, round the corner, find a couple of other guys that he can, when he sees them, he can go get the camera and then come back and hang with. Like we were saying, or I think I mentioned it, but like he wants his own whack pack, and he could do that. He can go out on the street and find a couple of guys that he sees on a walk every day. I'm going to go look for, instead of it being Pops right down the hallway, he needs a guy down the street that he keeps at arm's length instead of on the floor of his apartment.
Yeah, like when he does when he did his walk and talks, those were successful. Like I don't know why he stopped doing that.
There was a good one where he was like, there's people across the street. He's like walking with his nightstick. Like, it was like in the dark. He was like trying to.
Do you know? Was he making money doing that, Cupcake?
He was not monetized yet. So.
See, now I bet you he would. And if he had a Bluetooth speaker, that might get him beat up. Never mind.
Right. See, but my thing is with the walk and talks and being monetized, while he's doing the walk and talks, he can't see the chat. So he wouldn't be able to see the super chats.
I get it.
He needs to get Christina involved with them then.
Yeah, he needs someone in the back. He needs someone in backstage to read the chats for him.
Right.
To do that. That's my opinion on why he hasn't been doing it, because he hasn't figured out a way to read super chats as he's walking.
I get
Plus, it's pretty fucking hot in Florida right now, or this time of year, and I bet you walked with them that one time. You were sweating like a pig, weren't you?
Yeah, no, and I'll be honest, dude. My fat ass had a hard time keeping up with him. Not gonna lie, dude.
Right.
No, he's a walker. He does walk. He might be short of breath quickly, but yeah, he wasn't huffing and puffing as hard as I thought he was.
Yeah,
some of those.
I was though. That's fucking 3 miles. Fuck that.
Yeah, I do know that. I do know that walk too, man. It's 78 here, in good old Northeast Ohio. So I can only imagine how humid it is in Florida right now.
Yeah, it's 89 right now in Miami.
Oh man, beautiful though. There's stuff to look at in Miami.
Till the fucking rain comes.
Oh yeah, hurricane season. Fuck that shit too.
Creep any closer. It was bad enough that I had and I got bad eyes, and I could see this, and they're like,
his dick threw up.
So first of all, at my age, with the way I've abused my body, I've got to be very careful that I don't get to the health problem where I can't even get a hard on anymore. Well, that would never get me in that direction. So that would kill anything that would probably go away and never want to come back again. And that's what I was afraid of by looking at that. I'm like, oh my God, this is bad.
That would have made your peanut butter turn into a Ninja Turtle.
But the problem was I was afraid it would never come back and recover from that. So I had to really refrain from even paying attention because it was making me sick. And I'm like, this could damage me. Because can you imagine this in my head, in my home, and all of a sudden this comes into in the middle of when you need it to be working, and that be the cause of.
Okay, explain something to me here. The 3 prostitutes were out front there and had no clothes on or no panties on, and their legs open, and it frightened Joey where he thinks he won't be able to get a hard on ever again for Miss C. Is that the gist of that story, or am I missing something?
That's kind of the gist. It's when he first told it, it was just Pops and one prostitute. Now it's three. So I mean, I'm sure some of this story is true, but a lot of it is embellished, I imagine now.
Yeah, that's the nature of Joey's stories, is that they start getting more grandiose the more
Yeah.
often he tells them. I was gonna say, dude, go get us some pictures, man. I know he can get at least like try to censor it a little bit, but that's what he needs, something to go along with this story visually. You know, like
Right.
we're
And this-
watching his clip, you can see him, but then we make the commentary. He needs to be telling the story and showing off some saggy boobs.
Some saggy boobs and some fucking kung fu moves.
Nice.
So why? So it's a psychological thing. Am I right? It's a psychological thing. Once you put something in your head that's bad, and it'll come up at the times you don't want it to come up. So I went on for a couple weeks of this nightmare because I saw it for a couple days in a row. And I mean, they had no teeth and their glasses on and their crooked eyes and not bathing. They stunk. You could smell the stink from them. You know, I don't know how many months. I don't know how many months. Yeah, I mean, you could. You see what I'm talking? And there was another lady, a really weird, heavy-set black woman, who was.
Okay, cops would love Joey if he was a witness for a crime. He gets so just. I mean, there's everything that he remembers. There's so much detail, attention to detail and shit. Like, and around the corner there was a big fat gal, black woman with an umbrella, just standing
right.
outside the grassy knoll. And yeah, he really is a portrait fucking painter.
I agree. That's what I mean. Like, but he needs to make sure we don't know it's one of his stories, and try to make it seem more true than it is. That's why the pictures need to be there, or because he could be cat. He said he saw them for days in a row. Show us.
Right.
We want to see that.
That's content. Like that. That's what we want to see, dude.
I'm actually thinking about doing the same thing now. I'm going to just start walking around the hood, and when I start seeing goofy shit, I'll just film it.
Film the fuck
Right.
out of it. See what
Dude,
happens.
some of these bus stops get a little wild, man.
Right.
And another thing about Joey doing his streams like that, like with the IRL stuff and doing the walk and talk, he's got his camera facing him. Like when I got a chance to go to when I do my show and I got a chance to go somewhere or do something, like if I got time, like I have the out camera face, like, because I know that you don't want to see me, you want to see what I'm looking at, you want to see what I'm doing, you want to see the museum I'm at, you want to see the zoo, you want to see what the little roadside attraction I'm at. Like I am not, I'm not the focus of that stream. Where I'm at, what I'm seeing is the focus. That's another thing that Joey's got to understand. Like, he has to, he's got to learn, like, what he's seeing is got to be the focus of the IRL stream. Like his commentary on seeing a bunch of naked homeless people. God, look at these homeless people over there. I'm gonna put the camera over here. Look at those homeless people over there. I mean, they're going crazy. That's his commentary on seeing stupid shit would be a gold mine.
That's definitely something I think would make him more attractive to money. Like people will be like, oh,
Right.
go over to him. I'll pay him $10 to go over and have a conversation with these naked prostitutes.
Exactly.
But sitting here listening to him retell the story is a buck or two, versus actually seeing it. Like, oh, dude, no, come on, zoom in.
Yeah.
We want you to do these things. I would really love to talk to him face to face one of these times. Because I know Honk's a hater, but I know he's a helper too.
Well, I'm that's called I got that from Full Metal Jacket. I think it's called The Duality of Man, and it's really getting into the whole uh fucking not Freud, I'm sorry, but Jungian theory on like, man, if you want to be really good as best as you can be, you've got to embrace that fucking sinister evil person too, or thing
Yeah.
that's inside you that it kind of well, anime animus, that kind of type of shit. And so, but no, fuck him. He's saying awful things about me. So, you know, I'm fucking him and the horse he rode in on, and Spider Alamar. I don't give a shit how little he is. That little son
Dude,
of a
he's
bitch.
tiny as fuck.
Yeah, he's just a little critter, but I think I watch a lot of that Russian UFC like fighting type of shit that's over in Russia, and they're freak shows. They'll fight like 400-pound women against three midgets at the same time,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
So
exactly what you're talking
I
about,
would love to get in the octagon, me against Joey C and my little monkey Chi.
dude. He'll
Woo!
he'll be on your back. He'll leap on you.
Yes,
I
that
know
would be
exactly.
fun.
I know exactly what fights you're talking about too. I watched two broads fight a fat guy. They got into a fight somewhere, and
That.
these two women kicked this fat guy's ass. Like they one of them was working him. He got tired, but then I think he might have clocked one. But then the other girl came back. I can't remember the whole fight, but yeah, there's
Yeah.
some wild. It's not UFC. It's beyond that. It's just
No, it's
here's some
crazy.
gloves and
Kill
a
each other.
ring. Go. I'm into it.
She didn't seem all there. She seemed like she was like a little kid, and I don't know. I'm trying to say this very delicately on here. She wasn't a full artard. You understand?
Yeah.
But she had the makings of it. But one of those ones that were an adult that was really a little girl, a little teenager. You know what I'm talking about? Stuck in like you know what I'm talking about? How some of those
A
people that
kid
have
stuck
those,
in like an adult body.
yeah, yeah, you could see the little kid in her, and she
Yeah.
was always
Okay, there we go. There was a self-diagnosis. Him talking. I mean, he wasn't talking about himself.
Right.
He's
Nope, it's a bit of
talking about
projection.
somebody had that little kid in her still. That what would you call it? It's called arrested development, my brother.
That's right.
Arrested development. But yeah, it's funny that he recognized it in somebody else.
Right. Yeah, Joey has
you
a hard
just get
time
the way.
recognizing a lot of stuff. Like one time, he was on Ray's show, and I sent the super chat, and I said, Ray, this entire $5 goes to you, not a dime to Joey. And he laughed, ha ha ha. Yeah, no, Cupcake said he would never give me money. And then the other day, he had Clearwater Chad. It was Joey and four other people on his stream. And I sent my $5 super chat. I said, Joey, split this 4 ways, not a dime to you. And then he got all pissed about it. It's going into my bank account. So I tell you, yeah, I'm gonna do with this money what I want. It was just a busting balls $5 chat. He fucking took it the
Right.
totally the wrong way.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Oh, you get him riled up.
That's it. And it's like you just said, he's a little kid. If he takes it the wrong way, he's right back into that I'm gonna fucking do what I want to do. Like he's 5 years old. Don't tell me.
Right, and I only do that. Because it's funny, And then I sent another chat saying, "Don't tell me what I can do with my own money. This also, split this 4 ways. Nothing for you. I'm gonna keep this $5. You don't tell me what to do with the money you get." Like, dude, shut
It's
up,
my
dude.
money.
It was just a fucking joke.
Yeah, I hope he's. Oh, I was gonna say I hope he's doing that to be funny and not to be too upset with you.
Oh,
But
no,
then
he was
again,
totally
who
upset with me.
knows?
He was
Yeah,
totally
exactly.
upset with me.
Exactly. See if I did. Yeah, that's what the. Poor Joey.
And her old man, his name, I think it was Mike. I think his name was. If I think it was Mike, who was really off the wall. Now I started talking to him more than I talked to Pops, and Pops is out there with the 3 hookers, and they're always and Beans came into play. So and I'm like, we gave them food, but homeless people, they go to the store and they buy canned goods that They'll buy corn. They'll buy, vegetables. They'll buy beans because they'll eat right out of the can. That's what they do. They have no way of heating it up. It's just cold straight out of the can. But it's one of their, and they don't eat much. Let me put it to you this way: whenever someone gives them food, they will eat. But if you give them money, if they're homeless and an addict, you got no shot, no shot, no shot of them going to buy food. Now, Pops took a very bad turn, and
Okay.
I'm laughing at your banners, dude.
Oh, my
Joey's an island Mexican. Okay. That kills me. I don't know why.
Okay, man.
But-
I think Joey might be part Puerto Rican. I'm serious. I'd love to. We need to get a GoFundMe to pay for a 23andMe with him. I'm not saying that his dad was an Italian, but I think his mom might have been Roman Gypsy or Puerto Rican.
Oh, there you go. That's
You
we'll
know?
find out too.
No, I can say with almost 100% certainty that Joey is absolutely a Chicago Italian.
Is he a
Like-
big old Guido? All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Totally.
take your word for it, Cupcake. I will.
Like I said, I've known guys like him my whole life. Like it's
See, I think DJ now doesn't look Spanish, half Spanish or half Mexican to me. He looks like a fucking Guido.
no DG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
he says he's Hispanic. I mean,
Well, if he
I don't
is,
know about that.
Well, if he is, then his dad was the white one and mom was Hispanic because he's got a pretty white surname, don't he?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oops. I'm clicking shit. I didn't mean to. Yeah. No. I believe he does. You know DG better than I do.
Yeah. I mean, he is Hispanic because when I would send Spanish super chats to Stuttering John, and then this was when DG was washing his balls. Like, oh no, don't say that. Cupcake's just trying to, because I am half Hispanic. My dad is Hispanic, so my mom's white. That's why I don't look Hispanic. But like my real government name, like is Spanish. It's like Juan Valdez. That's that's the kind of name that I like on my driver's license.
Right.
Same with Tom Segura. A lot of people don't know that he's half Spanish, or I want to say Venezuelan or something like that, but it's something like that.
Yeah.
And he speaks fluent Spanish, like he's fluent in it. And
me too.
nobody pays attention to that because he's got those big blue eyes. Same with you. You got really light
same
colored
here.
eyes, right?
Yeah, I got blue eyes. Yeah.
So you guys if you go to a Latin country, believe me, they will be gazing into those all day long.
Well,
They
my dad's from Spain, so he's
Oh, okay.
European. So your people from Spain don't look like Mexicans.
Right.
They don't look So that's where I throw people off a lot. Even here in Miami, dude. Here in Miami, like nobody speaks English at the grocery store, anywhere, restaurants.
Kind of in
Seriously.
Southern California a little bit too.
That's well, I'm on the west side of Cleveland. It's heavily Puerto Rican. There's a lot of others, but it's like it would be 80 Puerto Rican and then like 20%, South Central America.
Yeah, in
That kind of
Miami,
stuff.
it's mostly Cuban, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cubans.
Dude, there's a whole lot of different Latin flavors in this country. It's kind of cool. And knowing Spanish opens. I'm going to say this to a lot of dudes. Knowing Spanish opens you up to a whole nother field of women. So go get Babbel or whatever and learn a few languages. It will help you out.
My ex-wife is
he was
Mexican.
like,
from
there was days I knew he
Mexico
was
City.
really cracked out. He was
Nice.
spaced out. Now, I had to check him a couple times because he just felt like he was so comfortable being out there with us because we were cool with him. Then he went to those levels of trying to be a dickhead, and I just had to chill him out. Pop. Well, we ain't taking that here, bro. Stop. And he would just, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. Get on his bike. Fuck you. I need some crack, motherfucker. Give me some money. You get him. Fuck you. All right, Pops, So the guy that was with the lady, his wife just kept staring. And then he says one day, can you give me a ride? I said, sure. And all of a sudden, he's behind me in the van. And I'm kind of watching him change into a guy, a very bad, angry, like a total B personality. and he's talking about he just got out of a 25-year prison sentence for murder, right? And the guy's got a wife that's
Okay, I'm lost. What the fuck happened there? Where did we? I know we bullshit in between the stories and stuff, but what the fuck happened there? We're not talking about Pops and the Beans now. Did he get off the rail?
I
Yeah,
think he's
this is embellishment now.
yeah, he's talking about Pops losing his shit, and I don't think that really happened. I think he's losing. We're lost because he lost track of his own story.
Yeah,
Right.
when Joey starts to stutter and he has big long pauses, he's trying to think of the next thing to say.
I mean, yeah, that's amazing. It went from a very kind of little benign thing with the prostitutes to boom, we're in a fucking van going to go commit a murder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's elevated to that level. So yeah, it happens quick with Joey.
Yeah, it does. He's got a addled brain.
not all there. And he's making this turn to be, you're seeing the other personality now. Another guy getting comfortable with you, he's going to show his real true color. So he's going on, and he's pissed off. And you got to get me out of here, Mr. Joe. I swear to God, someone's going to get hurt. I just did 25. I'm not going back to prison for life. You got to get me out. And he's talking to me. And I'm watching in the mirror like, is this guy going to pull a gun or a knife any minute, shoot me in the back of the head? I'm nuts for even putting him in the van and driving him. That's my first, put that on me, with my wife. He could have grabbed my wife by the throat and demanded stuff from me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It could have went bad. So I get him back. It turns out where I was taking him, he says, get me out of here. The police are coming. I'm telling you, they're coming. It's always going to go bad for me. They're coming. They're coming. I got to get out of here. And I'm like, dude, you need to chill. There's nobody out here. So I start realizing he's smoking crack too. He's up days. He's paranoid. So he starts fighting with the wife of his that is. I'm telling you, she was just out there till a couple of days ago, and I'll tell you the whole end result. And the Beans came in. Well, he was
Okay. What the fuck happened there?
He was stuttering a bit in there.
There was a lot of stuttering, but what the fuck happened now? Because he was in the car, and then now the Beans are coming into play, and I thought that this was a thing where he was walking by him, and it happened.
See, I was under the impression he was like across the street,
Right.
and witnessing this. Now it seems like he's driving, like sitting in the car watching.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the guy with the guy in the back seat, like, no, you don't do that.
Right. I mean,
First of all, you don't put a guy like that in your car.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at listen to Honk. I love you guys.
was in one of his crazy moves. And I realized, look, they're all out there, and I got to be naive to think that they're not still doing drugs. If you're an addict, you're an addict. If you're an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic. Homeless don't. Some people will say, "Look at where I'm at, rock bottom. I need to change my way." Some people will make that change and realize that's been some people's points to go straight and narrow, and go to rehab from that point and then get their life back on track. This man did 25 years for murder. He's been with his wife for a long time. The entire time they were together before, she stuck with him all the way, but she wasn't there. And he was telling me she needs her medicines, that it was going to get bad for her. And she had all these high medicines she needed for her mental ability. So it finally, I did a show. I think I did the night talk show, and it was about 1:00 in the morning.
Okay. Now this gal went from okay, Pops is a murderer, been convicted, 25 years down for murder.
Right.
Had him some prostitutes out there, and come to find out one of the prostitutes is actually his wife.
Okay, I follow now.
Is that
there was
what
there was a lot of?
Well, yeah, I don't think it was Pops though. I don't think it was Pops. I think it was some other guy, because he said, Pops was out of the. This is some other guy.
Okay.
Right. This isn't Pops that committed the murder, but that guy's around as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pops is walking around the scene too. There's just like, see, this is what I mean. He starts doing what I just did. He starts going, and you lose track of what he's doing, and I'm not sure if he's keeping track. He might be, but yeah, he's depending on the story, he's really good. This one, I think he might be making up a little more on the fly, and
Yeah.
is losing some of the forward progression where we're trying to find out who the fuck is eating this can of cold beans.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. There's a lot of fucking old 3-card money going on right now.
That's it. There you go. That's a good analogy. He's like, woo, 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 woo.
And there was no soda. There was nothing in the house. I wanted a candy bar. I wanted a soda, and Christina wanted something from what did we go to? What's the Wawa's, from the Wawa's, which is, if you get out of my parking lot, you go to the right at the light, make a left, and go to the next light. It's right there in the corner. We can walk there, but I'm not walking when it was steaming hot. So it doesn't make a difference. I got no AC in the van anyhow. So what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? So we get over there, and we were in there a little bit, and I wind up buying a couple candy bars. She wanted a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. I bought some beef jerky. I bought some chips. I bought some cookies. I had a whole bag full of fucking 110% sugar. Man, everything in there I shouldn't have. At this time in the morning, I'm sliding back down I'm going to be a diabetic or I'm going to die.
Well, they don't got to be doing no meth anymore. That right there is what keeps them up all night. Jesus Christ, 12-pack of Mountain Dew and all that sweet shit.
Yeah, that's not good. But I do the same thing. He isn't doing meth. I wonder what he is doing that's giving him those kind of munchies.
It's
Right. I don't.
he,
Go ahead.
he says that he is on some kind of medication for mental stuff. So, and that may be why he doesn't get to sleep at night, because there are some medications that will, some mental like there's some that make you drowsy, there's some that won't make you drowsy, so
I
there
understand.
may be some truth to that. But yeah, I will go on record as saying I really 75%, 60%, like I really don't believe he's actually really doing that. Like I will say that.
He doesn't seem like the type of guy. He's already too riled up. He might smoke a stone or two, but I think him and Mrs. C are pretty much, potheads and whatever else flavor of the week might be around. Grab a couple Percocets. Why not?
I know a dude that got pretty bad in the meth. And what he used to do though is he was a hyperactive fucking son of a bitch when we were younger and stuff. And then as we got older and he started messing around with the meth, he turned into he was gung ho when he was fucking just normal. He would do that meth and he'd get quiet and just start writing. And he went from being the hyperactive fucking kid to somebody who, you know what I'm saying? Who
Yeah.
was,
Yeah, that's
and I
that's kind of like
imagine
the effect of Adderall. Like that's some people are affected by Adderall that way,
Yeah,
right.
that's
where
the
it does
thing.
calm them down.
Right? It's like blowing a circuit. I think it's you're gassing out the meth receptors in your head, the amphetamine receptors in your head, and you're just like,
Right.
and it shuts you down instead of like
Right.
where if I took it, I'd be bouncing off the walls.
Right, right,
I
right.
don't like that. Coffee's enough for me
Yeah, I hear you.
as far as that goes. Caffeine
Right
or
here.
uppers. Right. Oh man, that's the one too. When Red Bull first came out, that was my shit. I loved it. And then they went to like $3 a can. Jesus Christ, these guys. But it's
Yeah.
good. It's effective, and it doesn't leave you too, weakened afterwards. If you chug a Red Bull, you're not like, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah, no, Red Bull and cigarettes have helped me quite a many times
I
driving
understand.
coast to coast.
What's that movie? There was like, as long as we got cigarettes, we're still alive.
I don't know, but that's a great
So
line.
we get back, and he's crazy. He starts approaching the van. Right now, he approaches van. But this has got to be about 1:45 in the evening, and he's got a look in his eyes like I didn't like the way he was coming over. I've been around a lot of situations on the street that I knew this was not going to be him just wanting to talk to me. And he flipped out and said I was looking at his woman in a way that he didn't like. And I looked at her, Christina, I said, what is he talking about? I don't even look at any woman when I'm in public. I don't got no eyes but for you. She said, just ignore him. Let's just go. And he's going on and on and on, and he's eating beans. And all of a sudden, he said, "Fuck you, motherfucker! You don't take me out of here. This is all your fault." Bam, and that was it. I'm covered in these fucking beans, and I'm like, he come at me, and I just grabbed him, and I stopped him. Now I'm 225 pounds. It's not going to be easy to knock me down. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like steel. You understand? I can take it, and I just stopped this. He's skinny. He's a $120. You understand? He's 120 pounds wet coming at me, all crazy, and I just fucking stopped him like a fucking brick wall. You understand? And I put him down. Well,
Did this altercation happen at all?
I would have
believe so.
loved to see. I would have loved to see Joey covered in beans. I disagree. I disagree with him. Yeah, you're right. This altercation probably did not happen, not without making a production out of it. This would have been on his channel. He would have been covered in beans on his face. Again, even if he was lying, that would have been a better show. You know, like I just came in here, I'm fucking covered in beans, and this guy out here. You're right.
Homeless guy. He just threw a can of beans at me. Look, I'm covered in beans. Look at this guy.
That's it right there. That's what we're looking for. Is when it happens.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Hunk. I didn't mean to talk over you on that, but yeah. I think we're
no. I mean, it's just like when the fellas Chico Black ripped off the guys. Okay?
Right.
And the fellas came over to his house, and yeah, he was on the fucking doing his stream, and you could tell he was upset. That didn't happen here. And I know damn good and well if somebody thrown some beans at him, it would have been on.
Yeah, I agree. Everything would have been over.
The one time that the guy came into his house and he was hitting his wife, like he went live and he was all kinds of bent out of shape because this guy was hitting women. Like he doesn't fail to go live when something weird is happening.
I'm still here. Don't worry. I just shut my camera. Yeah, no, and that's it. You know, if this was true, if this had happened, he would be more than happy to be up and down the hallway. There would be beans on the wall. There would be shouting out in the street. I'm pretty sure this did not happen the way he said it did. Something may have happened, but there's no way Christina wouldn't have took a picture of him covered in beans. She would have been laughing at his ass. You know, look what happened to you. You know, like she would have saw the comedy in that too.
Well, let's see what he fucking has to say next here.
The neighbor across the hall from us, she's a nosy body, just always knocking on our door thinking we are the managers of this building, giving us a complaint for the landlord.
Okay, this is great. Cupcake, how many apartments are there in Joey's complex, would you say?
1, 2, 3 or 4.
Okay. Does he? I was under the impression that Joey and them are in one of them. Another one is filled by his sister who just got out of the joint. And another one was filled by the black girl who had the 3 little kids that Christina knew or something like that. Was there another one? Do you know of?
No, I didn't even know about the black woman with the 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
So it may only be 3. It may only be 3 apartments then.
Okay, because here's the thing. Here's the story right here then. He's talking about some lady who thinks he's the landlord and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, the people that live there are your friend and your sister. So I don't know who he was. Well, let me see. I try to follow shit, but fucking Joey's quick.
She's tired of what they're doing out there. It's our fault that they're saying that we feed them and we told them they can stay there. Listen, all we told Pops was we're not going to. All we told Pops from my apartment, my sister, is we're not going to make no problem for you and call the police to run you away.
And you see what he did there? He goes from my apartment and he's like, stop. He was going to say sister. And so I know it sounds like it's really Maden thing for this whole, or a little nothing for this whole story that he's crafting for us. But yeah, it's a little bullshit lie that he told there just within quick fashion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, what Pops did is when he got comfortable, this is what he did. This is what my landlord told me months ago. years ago, 2 years ago. If you feed a stray cat, you're going to multiply really bad. Pops got comfortable and he went to the community where he was with all his homeless people. Come on over. It's cool. We got one that's cool. They ain't good, and they start building Tent City out there.
Is that what happened?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
the first time I went to go visit Joey, there was there was nothing. The second time there was absolutely like a bunch of tents and stuff, a bunch of homeless people living around his little building there. So
Okay.
that's and like I said, feeding the stray cats. I got that. I mean, that was a quote from Joey, like he just said. Like, the second time I went there, we were talking about that. He's like, yeah, I can't do nothing to these homeless people. They're all over now. I can't. They know where I live. They know my car. They'll burn my car. And it was, yeah, that was. So that part of the story is true. Someone did, maybe his landlord did tell him, don't feed these people because then they're just multiplying.
That's probably likely, and he kind of danced around. He didn't say it was okay for them to stay there, but he did say he wasn't going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, of course, he's going to be like, hey, man, this is a cool place to chill. Joey's not going to do nothing about it.
Right.
And then Tent City popped up. Because I think I heard Joey say something about a stream that the landlord did come through with the police and have them evacuated,
sweep
I
them
guess
out,
you would say.
But that's a different story. He said not too long ago that the landlord was gone. Nobody had seen him in like over a year.
That's crazy.
Okay. That's something he just said. And my point I'm making about that is just a little bit before that, he says, yeah, something about the landlord 2 months, and goes, oh, or 2 years or a couple months, and it went to 2 years. Let me rewind it back here.
I caught that too. He changed his time.
Okay.
He wanted to say 2 months, but
it was a big
he caught
difference
himself.
because he said that the goddamn landlord
looking at his woman in a way that he didn't like.
Oh.
And I looked at her, Christina. I said, "What is he talking about? I don't even look at any woman when I'm in public. I don't got no eyes but for you." She says, "Just ignore him. Let's just go." And he's going on and on and on, and he's eating beans. And all of a sudden, he said, "Fuck you, motherfucker! You don't take me out of here. This is all your fault." Bam! And that was it. I'm covered in these fucking beans, and I'm like, he come at me, and I just grabbed him, and I stopped him. Now I'm 225 pounds. It's not going to be easy to knock me down. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like steel. You understand? I can take, and I just stopped this. He's skinny. He's a $120. You understand? He's 120 pounds wet coming at me, all crazy, and I just fucking stopped him like a fucking brick wall. You understand? And I put him down. Well, the neighbor across the hall from us, she's a nosy body, just always knocking on our door, thinking we are the managers.
Nosy busybody. That's what you were looking for, Joe.
The neighbor. Now, like I said, the neighbors that I knew of was the young black girl that was friends with Christina and his sister. So the way he's talking is, and please, if you ever get over there again, Cupcake, see if there's a fourth.
I will probably never go over there again now. I will probably never be invited back. I will probably never welcome back.
You're off his Christmas card list. Damn it.
I still send a postcard.
That boy.
Yeah, dude. That's nice of you. I need to get on that list.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was just Cupcake's postcard list. I like that. That's a cool thing that you do.
Yeah, I got the landlord. She's tired of what they're doing out there. It's our fault that they're saying that we feed them and we told them they can stay there. Listen, all we told Pops was we're not gonna. All we told Pops from my apartment, my sister, is we're not gonna make no problem for you and call the police to run.
What happened?
Oh, I was postcard from Haight Ashbury.
Oh,
out west, out by you.
Away. Now, what Pops did is when he got comfortable, this is what he did. This is what my landlord told me months ago, 2 years ago.
Okay, boom.
Right there.
Landlord said months ago, and all of a sudden he went from months ago to 2 years ago. Last week it was, nobody had talked to him. And it has changed so many fucking times. Is there a chance that goddamn Joey sees apartments up there have been forfeited some way and have an absentee manager, and Joey and them are like fucking making money off of people?
I wonder. That's a good question.
I
I know
mean,
there's a building. There should be a building manager. If it's Joey, I don't know. He probably put
I
himself in that type of position
yeah,
where he acts like a building manager.
right.
But I agree that the lady you said there's a lady there with 3 kids, Honk. Like it's
Yeah.
his
Yes.
sister-in-law, and then the because I know who you're talking about. She was in the
It's a
hallway
young
talking to
black
Chris.
girl. Yeah,
Right.
it's a young black girl.
So she has kids. She's not having these homeless people hang out where her
Right.
children are. You know, they probably have the parking lot to play into. That's it.
Right.
And now there's Tent City out there. They got to go. So she probably called whomever the landlord is. She has to have a contact for the building owner, or like you said, a property manager or something.
Right.
Probably the only one on the up and up. You know, I don't know exactly what the whole situation is. I'm just speculating. But somebody
Right.
was
Well,
upset with Tent City, and it was probably between her and Christina. They weren't happy about it because Joey just
I'm
has got a big mouth and big, makes. Again, Christina's probably the one keeping Joey together.
okay. Cupcake, is there a restaurant that is open below them?
not anymore. There's a so Joey lives like on a strip in a strip mall, and the apartments are above the strip mall. And there is an abandoned restaurant under, on the bottom, and I guess the homeless people did break into that. Um,
Okay.
that's yeah. I think all the stores, if or I don't know about, maybe it's not all of them, but yeah, there are some abandoned businesses, under where Joey lives.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I bet you there's a because that type of shit happens sometimes in bigger cities, like in San Francisco. Man, it happened a lot the last couple of years. They just up and abandon them. A lot of mansions and stuff just get abandoned and they fucking leave them.
Yeah.
So it's nuts, but why not a strip mall? Couldn't pay your taxes on it, whatever, or somebody got killed or something, you know what I'm saying? But it just seems like the story with the landlord just hasn't been real tight lately.
I agree with that.
If you feed a stray cat, you're going to multiply really bad. Pops got comfortable and he went to the community where he was with all his homeless people. Come on over. It's cool. We got one that's cool. They ain't good, and they start building Tent City out there. And that was because that was on us. So technically, I take the blame for that. Why it was getting so horrendous is because we allowed that. We befriended one of them a lot.
Who's all this
And
we?
he went, and it was all his act
I think he's
to
like
get,
he
to
and
get
his
our
wife.
confidence.
Yeah, it's him, but she just happens to be along. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't think she's out befriending all these homeless people.
Yeah, like this part of the story is probably true, where Pops did say, "Hey, we do got a cool guy. He ain't gonna do shit. Come on over. We cool
That's
here. We
right.
cool here." Like that
That's 100%.
I absolutely believe.
Yep.
And he says he technically
So
takes the blame. He 100% takes the blame. Not technically. You are to blame, dude.
And in Joey's defense, he tried to help Pops out. Is Pops a booster? Yeah.
Fair enough.
Was
Fair
Joey
enough.
was Joey just trying to help this guy out? Yeah, he'll buy a $7 toothbrush just to help this. Yeah, yeah. He
I
does do that. He was just trying to help a guy out, but
Road to hell paved with good intentions, right?
yes, the
And that's what
road to hell
happened.
is paved with good intentions. Exactly.
So, that's why he ended up with Tent City outside the house and likely upsetting some of the neighbors. Not just him and his wife, but the sister-in-law and the other persons who are living there. Like that's not okay.
this is what they do. This is what I found out to do. And then he goes to where they're not wanted, where they need to get out of everybody. Hey, come on, Zoe. Come on now. Come on. We got a place. Come on. And then I start seeing tents. So this guy, the neighbor, she sits in her car. I don't understand why she sits in her car a lot. We got suspicions of her. We won't talk about her another day, but she's a little off the wall. She would always call my wife's phone at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, banging on the door. She's pissed off. She's got a story. And she called the police. Now, of course, I should have realized this. What's the first thing I'm going to say when the police show up, when they want to try to find out what's going on? What's the first thing someone's going to say, like me? I live here, right?
Yeah.
That's going to take what? This is my property. I live here. I rent this place, so this is all what the renters have. So I'm not going to be even considered to even listen to about anything, whether or not I struck him or not, because there was nobody going to say I struck him first. And he just got out of prison. So they took his ass to jail. Now he's still there. He's still there. And then I put together, when we tried to do this fair work, I used it that they were out there, the naked titties, which they were at different times, different days. They were out there sunbathing during the day for weeks with their tits. So it was perfect to mix the scrambled eggs with the beans. And that's what happened. They hauled his ass off. This son of a bitch got a phone inside the fucking jail and texted me the other night. This is Mike. That's all it said.
How the fuck did he get a cell phone number?
Right.
See, I'm lost once again. It's like Joey knows this person, has dealt with them or something, but you don't know that till it slips out in the story somewhere. Or
That's right.
If we could digress for a little bit here, Mike's shitty internet provider, the story that Joey was saying that I don't want him to bring up, Joey would lie and say, I drink on the road, and that's my job, stupid. So yeah, I don't need people lying and telling that I'm driving while I'm drinking while I'm driving.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
This
has said
guy's
it
been
on, he has
trying to
said it
troll
on his stream.
people.
He has said it on his stream multiple times. He's probably drunk sitting in his truck with, yeah, I don't drink when I'm on the road. Do I get hammered when I'm at home because I live above a bar? Absolutely. Do I fucking drink liquor when I'm on the road? No. So that's what I asked Joey to not say anymore.
Right. No, that affects
Anything
your
else?
career. Joey's already complaining about other people taking money out of his pocket. Don't do it to somebody else. And he's
Right.
tried that a couple of times. He's struck
And-
other channels. He's done other things that have tried to ruin people's cash flow. Okay,
and to
don't
be
do
fair,
that.
since I asked him not to say that lie anymore, he hasn't. So
Right.
like there's part of Joey that is a good guy. But then there's the part of Joey that likes to embellish a lot of stories. And that's where the ribbing comes in. That's where it's fun to rib on Joey.
This story right here, that's exactly right. You know, he went from 2 months to 2 years. So you know his landlord timing is off. And then he just changed his story from the story he was telling 10 minutes ago. It was they were out there sunbathing every day, days in a row, with their tops off, mouth open. You can smell them. Now he's digressing, using that word, and saying it was 1 or 2 people out every couple of days, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he's trying to like reel it back after telling us how bad his neighborhood was. You know, this is why this fight started. Well, apparently it wasn't as bad as you were saying it was, and the fight still started anyway. It was a crazy guy on the street accusing him of looking at one of his naked broads and went and threw some fucking scrambled eggs and beans on him. Right. Did it happen or not happen? Who gives a shit?
Well, no, the scrambled eggs were the broad's tits. Joey got confused
okay.
with fried egg tits. So
okay, now it's scrambled eggs and beans. See what I mean? Like he's stacking his details wrong.
Yeah.
And when we have it lined up like this, Joey gets mad because it's not that we're calling him a liar. It's just that there's video evidence of him changing his story in the same paragraph. I'm not embellishing. He just did it. There's no embellishing.
Right.
And no, Mike Shitty Internet Provider. I have never touched a drop of alcohol while I am inside my truck. Do I get a beer when I get a hotel for the night? Yes. Am I in a hotel? Yes. Do I drink a drop of alcohol while I'm inside my fucking vehicle? Never, ever.
No, you can't, because even sitting behind the wheel, that's intent to drive.
There you go.
Ask my father.
There you go.
Because he was drunk at a bar, came out, went and sleep in his car, but he fell asleep in the driver's seat. Cop still wrote him a ticket.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like that's.
So yes, Mike, we do know what hood stories are. I live in one. He's not funny. Oh, then why are you still watching, Mr. Effeminate Voice? I'm gay. Do you know how many times I've been called a F and a gay and trans? You want to see my trans titty scars? Come on, man. You've got nothing. You've got nothing. You've got the same childish jokes that I've been hearing since grade school, and none of you can move past it. It's Arrested Development. Gay is gay. Being gay is an insult, right? So, are you a homophobe?
Right.
That's what I'm asking you. You just said I was gay, which means homosexual. It doesn't mean happy anymore. I'm perfectly happy. So, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you got nothing. You're what a weak ass troll. It's free of liquor bottles and beer cans. Yeah, you make a right turn and everything.
right, dude. Like, I'm not, dude. This is my livelihood. Like, and I love this job. I love traveling across the country. So there's no way I'm going to jeopardize it, you know. But yes. If I get a hotel, do I get a beer? Do I just get a big tall boy? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I can go
now,
for
like
some
I
red
said,
stripe.
when I'm home, do I get hammered? Yes, because I live above a bar, and my tab is like $10 all the time.
Right? No shit, dude. That's the best. People make fun of Ray living in Lakewood, dude. That is the suburb here. You can find an apartment above a bar on any street corner out there. It's great.
And it just so happens the bar I live above was my local bar that I would frequent. You know, it was my bar. The apartment happened to be free. I talked to the owner, who I know really well. Hey, dude, what's up? He's like, yeah, you can move in next week. Fantastic.
Fucking great, dude.
You know, and it's got a spot for my,
you know,
it's got a spot big enough to park my truck. So yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's even better too, because if he's letting you park that, you know, you need a driveway for one of them things.
Right.
All right, back to
our boy.
Yeah.
This is Mike from inside of jail. I don't know if he's blaming me for why I didn't call the police on him. I didn't say I was pressing charges on him. So obviously, because of his situation and his record, is why he's still in there on a trespassing charge. Obviously he can't afford the bond, whether it's $2,000, $3,000, $1,000. It's probably a $5,000 bond, which he needs $500 to get out. Now I don't know if he was calling me to ask me to pay his bond, but I immediately didn't respond. I just deleted it. Or he could have been telling me to check on his old lady, right? So all of a sudden she's got a tent. Now she's living good. Now she's for days to. Can you help me? They're over there pulling their dicks out at me, jacking off on me. Well, I guess a bunch of the homeless people, when he was gone, they were.
Okay, I'm going to go on a limb and say this did not happen. Go ahead.
I agree with you.
No, it didn't happen. Because somebody would have went to jail for indecent exposure. There's women out there. They don't tolerate that. It's lies, dude. It's not stories. It's lies.
Yeah, it's embellishment. Yeah.
Jerking off and fucking shooting her would come. You know?
Oh, what?
So
shooting the cottage cheese today.
So now you feel bad. I feel bad. And then the beans. Oh my God! It ruined the fucking shirt that I just bought. That pissed me off. Number one, and that's where it started. And I knew when she said she called the police, I was like, I could have just went upstairs and beeline everything, took my shower and said, fuck it. Yeah, I defended myself because he was going to get violent. If he murdered somebody, this guy wasn't just trying to make a statement. This could have been his idea. He was so far gone with mentally deranged, doing 25 years in prison and being homeless with a nut job wife. You got Pops right next to him. You got the 3 fucking scrambled egg tit women always there. And this guy eating the fucking beans, and he's coming at me. I'm the one that he's going to kill. This is going to be bad for me. So, of course, I'm going to defend myself. Now.
Okay.
I think Joey thinks a can of beans is funny. I think that's what's supposed to be the joke here. He keeps referencing this can of beans that was thrown on him. And again, it's not funny because we don't see it on him. That's the joke. Him being covered in beans is the joke.
Right.
Hey, I was covered in shit the other day.
Yeah, how many views would that have gotten? If you would have gone, look at this fucking crazy homeless, he dumped a thing of beans on me. Look at it, I'm covered in beans.
Especially somebody who's trying to get eyes on him.
Yeah. Like that would have dude, that would have gone viral, I believe. Like that would have had so many views. Can you believe this homeless guy dumped beans on me?
It would have
Yeah.
for sure made waves in the Dabbleverse if Shuley
Oh,
wouldn't have
yeah.
talked about it, or Cardiff, or
Everybody would have
Kevin
been talking
Brennan.
about it.
Brennan would have brought it up because he's got nothing to talk about anymore.
Right.
Oh man.
He could have got. What if he had a pipe in his hand? He could have cracked me in the hand. I could have died right there. He could. It all depends where you hit somebody. That's why we have defense moves. When you fight, protect certain parts of your face, your throat. There's certain things you got to protect because an accidental punch could kill anybody. You don't have to be a guy that fought. If you get the right punch in the right place and knock somebody over, they hit their temple, it could be dead for anybody. So here, I'm 60 years old. I'm in fucking pain. I'm fucking back to eating sugar. I'm back to not sleeping. I'm back to fucking making my body nuts. The beans are on me. I'm fucking want to kill this guy. My wife is saying, let's go, try to keep me from getting in trouble. The cops show up. I immediately say, I live here. I want him off the property. And then they go, well, yeah, you want to press? I don't want to press no charge. He assaulted you. No, I didn't say that. Well, we're going to trespass him. And he's still there. And that's the bean story. That's where it all. And for whatever reason, I concocted, or me and Kahuna conspired to make this. I was going to visit someone at the jail the next day or the next morning. And I think that morning, that's when we came up with well, if I'm going there anyhow, let's turn this craziness outside into.
Okay, here was another theory that I had a while ago, and I want to go back to it. He was going to visit somebody at that jail that day. Was it his daughter? And did he actually hit up old what's his name for the money to put on his daughter's books because she's in the joint?
No. I will. There was no $200. $200 did not exchange hands between Kahuna and Joey until DabbleCon, until that weekend, just so that there could be a proof that there was there was no $200 that exchange hands. Like I texted Kahuna like when this came out. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" So I was like, "Be straight with me." He's like, "Yeah, there was never $200. I never gave Joey $200."
Yeah, so Joey never lost his channel. Joey never was in any debt to anybody.
No,
he was just trying to pool that so he can garner more money. If he owes Kahuna $200, maybe some of the people will throw. Maybe Mike's shitty internet provider will throw him a $50 to help him get out of debt.
Yeah. Well, no, and like I said, dude, when that story when they said that, and Kahuna was coming to me, yeah, he still hasn't paid me back yet. Still hasn't paid me back yet. Kahuna knew that was a point of contention with me, and he knew that I would go hard at Joey, which I did. But once I found out it was all a lie, I did something I said I would never do, and I fucking super chatted Joey. And in that super chat, I straight up apologized for all the shit that I said about that incident. So, like I said, I'm not above not apologizing. When I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. And Joey will fucking, I hope at least, will fucking be a man about it and say, yeah, you know what, Cupcake did apologize to me about that, because I did. It's on one of his shows.
Right. And like Dayla just said, it's all crowd work. Like they're using you and other people who are watching to try to get money by lying about it. Dude, that's not okay in my book.
Yeah.
If I start saying, oh, I loaned Honk $1,000, and he goes, yeah, man, he loaned it to me and I stiffed him on it, and I get people to start giving me money to make up for that hit I took, that's not all right, dude, because there was never any loss.
Right.
It's like running a GoFundMe for something. I got cancer, run me a GoFundMe, and then turns out I'm not even in a fucking hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Boogie.
It's a long,
or whatever.
Right. It's right along those lines. It's a gray area still a bit with Kahuna and him because they're both on it. But dude, it's still a lie to the audience to get money from them, and that's shitty. That's shitty behavior. Men don't lie to other men to get money out of their pocket.
Right. Thank you very much.
Trying to get out of sympathy. I might lie and say I got beat up.
Right.
Help me out.
Chad Zumach tried that though. It fucked him up for a year.
What we turned it into, which would have worked, because when he says, but I stopped it right there. I like, wait a minute. If I get arrested, these people are not dumb. They're gonna go look for the record, the arrest record. It's all public document. You could pull up arrest records. If someone's arrested, it shows. You go right into the fucking clerk's office and you see. So I knew, wait a second, this is gonna be called this. So I right away thought about it. So that's when I came up with the part. I was detained, and once we worked it out there, they released me with no charges, which would have worked until the money situation came in. That's what fucked everything up.
The money.
The money fucked the whole thing up. But then again, here's my conclusion. I'm not a funny guy. I have no experience doing works. Kahuna definitely had no experience doing works, and only a month and a half of airtime. We had no fucking business doing a work. The conclusion is save the works for the guys that are experienced, and because here, I am all about truth and being honest and telling my stories, which I know are boring. I get all day long. We don't want to hear your fucking baseball stories. We don't give a fuck about that shit. We want to see you crazy. We want to see you screaming. We want to see you IRL. Okay, that's what fits for you. That's just what you got to do, or else you suck. Okay, fine. And that's fine. I suck. I've never claimed that my shows were good. And one guy goes, "Your walk and talks were so successful, and you killed that. You can't handle success. You were on your way." I didn't kill it. I stopped it because it was the season not to do it. So long be short, the guy's still locked up, I think, for trespass. I assume that I didn't press no charges on him, unless he had warrants for others. He may have had warrants. I don't know. I didn't look into it. But the son of a bitch.
Here's the thing, Joey. You don't know what the cop charged him. He could have added more charges onto that.
Exactly. I didn't look either. Here's the thing. I think one day when he was flipping out, I asked my wife, did he say he had a warrant or two out there? That's why he was paranoid, or is it the drugs that was? So yes, the drugs made a bit, but I think he did say he had a warrant or two. So what?
Sorry, guys. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. What happened there now? I'm sorry, I missed that fucking last part. Was there anything revealing about it?
No, I'm just talking about the guy. If he got arrested, he may have had warrants that Joey didn't press charges, and that I believe, because dude knows where he lives, and and with the way shit is with the criminal system now, like simple shit like that, they get booked and then they out 10 minutes later. So yeah, they could have fucked up his house, they could have fucked up his car. So yeah, I would agree with Joey, and yeah, I don't believe he would have pressed charges on anybody about that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
at least a homeless guy who knows where he lives and knows what his car looks like.
Right, that's the thing, because the dude would disappear.
Wasn't one of them sleeping in it?
I don't know about that.
What was the question?
Somebody sleeping in Joey's car?
Yeah, didn't he catch one of them sleeping in there?
No, I thought Joey said dude asked him for a ride, and he was in the back seat. I don't know where that story went.
Well, no, this was a while ago. This wasn't real recent. This was, some time ago. It was just one of the things that his sister said, "Hey, there's somebody out in your car," and he went down there and confronted him. This is months ago, so who knows? I'm sure it was another whopper somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. What?
Whatever he's in there for, it's just not the trespass. He must have had warrants, which is fine. I don't care. Now it goes on. Now she's left out there, and I'm telling you, she's complaining to me. "Oh, the men are jerking off on me. Please help me." What do you want? They broke into the restaurant. They go and defecate in there and shit in there on the floor. They go and piss on the floor. So my landlord's been MIA. You can't get a hold of him. He owns a construction company. He bought a whole new community in Bradenton, in the shit area of Bradenton that they're revamping. Bradenton has got this big thing going about all this money they're putting into this.
Okay, there was the thing about the landlord again. Can't nobody get a hold of him. He's got something going on. Did you catch all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neighborhood, an old crack neighborhood.
Go ahead.
I was going to say he's. If his landlord's MIA, then who's watching the building and doing the things? I don't understand. Is it direct deposit for his rent? It's got to be a Section 8 house.
Yeah, it has to be.
Because if the guy's a construction worker and he's not paying attention to his property, he's not doing very good at managing his own properties. He probably like you guys had said, some people will abandon a mansion. They probably just abandon that and is collecting what he can until the wheels fall off.
Right.
That they're rebuilding. He bought most of the properties there, my landlord.
Mike's
So
shitty
he's
internet
there
being a
with
fucking
his crew.
broken record about this.
I know.
Didn't Mike's shitty internet fucking provider an hour ago try to fucking piss on me that I hung out with Ian Hawke and Ian Hawke fucking hates fucking Joey? It's the same thing.
That's it. It's grown men hanging around. A grown man is complaining about who other grown men are hanging about. But I'm the effeminate one who's a fag. Okay.
Yeah,
who cares?
I made a point that Rob Saul shits on Shuley all the time, and if we're comparing apples to apples, then Joey's just as guilty as I am for hanging out with fucking Ian that he is going on Rob Saul's show multiple times.
Right. The same beef between Ian and Joey is very similar to Rob Saul and Bob and Shuley.
Thank you.
You know, if you want to play that guilty by association card, remember who your friends are.
Yeah, and it's I got no beef with anybody.
I really don't either. I'm trying to help Joey. I want to talk to him in person, but when you got idiots like this who think they're helping Joey, they're not.
Yeah, and I find Joey entertaining in all his ridiculousness.
Yeah, no, that's my point. Nobody has been. We're shitting on Joey's actions, not him as a person.
Exactly.
I'm not saying Joey's a fat fuck who can't string a sentence together, who lives about, he's fucked. I'm not doing that. I'm saying, hey, dude, these are ideas that you might be able to pull off and actually make decent money instead of crying and pulling a fucking work about how you need $200 because you got to pay back somebody who didn't even loan you $200. I'm the fucking idiot here? Jesus Christ. I hate people.
They're rebuilding all the apartments. So he just totally forgot about us. And pretty much when he needed something, he would call my wife or text me. Is your wife, are you available? Can you guys go check this out for me? We agreed to help you in the beginning. Was no talk about us being any long-term managers, or I don't want none of that. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to interact with people in the building. It's 4 apartments, 4 simple apartments. You understand?
Here's how you do it, Joey. You want me to be your manager? So, is my rent free?
What did we did that? How much you taking off the rent? I mean, you take $100 a month to put up with this chaos? And here's the thing: the building was quiet as hell. I got this apartment because next door, the guy that lived next door to me was a black man that I was locked up with, who was in federal prison for drugs. He was a major dealer. He did his 7 years, got out. He rented this place next door and said, "There's one apartment, you should go check it out." I came down here. I talked to the guy. The guy says, "Listen, he vouched for you. I don't care what your last name is. I don't care what you're in prison for. Don't make no trouble in my building. Pay your rent, and when can you pay?" I said, "Well, I got 26 days left, but I think I got to go." I broke a rule. I broke a dumb house rule in the fucking the what do they call it? The halfway house. When you go from prison to a halfway house, the rules triple in what you have to do compared to what your rules are in prison. You understand? There 3 pages of rules that you must go by. There's no room. They're broke down in platforms. There's 10 rules that you get a warning if you break these 10 rules. Then you go to the second rule. Those ones get you where you have to have a hearing and possible where you're locked into the place without going out to work. They take away your job. And then the third thing you do, it's automatic. It goes into the back.
Okay, what was the fucking rule that he broke? Jesus Christ.
All of them?
What the fuck? I don't know, man. He's saying, yeah, I fucked up. I did something bad. I broke a rule. And then now we get to hear the steps and everything. But I'm still waiting to hear with that rule. I didn't know if I missed it once again. He can be difficult to follow.
To the prison bureau, and when you break that rule, There's no hearing. You go back to finish your prison term. I broke some rule in the third infraction, which I don't see how I did, but that's okay. They say I did. There was no defense for me. When you're a prisoner, there's a lot of things you don't have. They try to take your rights away from you. You could argue to your blue in the face. You could give them any story you want. To them, you're going back. Well, for me, I got 26 days left. You're going to send me back to prison? 26 days? No, we're going to send you to Pinellas County Jail. I said, oh, no. Then when they told me that, send me back to prison. I'm not going to Pinellas County. I'll die in there. Their food is like for dogs.
You can't do that, Joey. I got bad news for you. You can't,
What a
when they
dummy.
tell you you're going to county jail, yeah, you can't beg them to put you in prison. That ain't how it works, bud. Oh no, that ain't how it works. I've never heard. Yeah, I can't go to county because the food's terrible. Just take me to prison, and they did. No, they don't.
That's what I'm talking about. That shit is fucking funny.
That's
right.
hilarious.
All right, dog.
They don't serve nothing edible. And there's no room there. I'm not sleeping on the floor. He goes, well, that's where you're going. So I waited. Now, this is when I first got there. I broke the rule with my first 3 days. I didn't know. He goes, this is what he asked me. And he was right. But he called me and he goes, did you read the rules that we sent you to prison? Because they sent me out the booklet prior to me coming to the halfway house to read. This is what you have to do. If you can't do it, don't sign it. We won't bring you here. I signed it without reading it. Another thing I took for granted, I'm going to slide through it. I'll be the first one. I did not read one rule. I figured, yeah. I'm just getting out of prison. I'm going to halfway house. I'm going to be able to go out and get a job. I'm going to work. I'm going to go out and be out, walk around, breathe, go to McDonald's. I'm out as far as I'm concerned. 58 days is when I got my last 58 days. They sent me to halfway house. I didn't read none of it. She came. They called my name up. It was the person that ran the dorm. Catalano, inmate Catalano, come to my office. Yes, ma'am. Here's your booklet. Read it. You got 2 hours. Sign it or don't sign it. If you sign it, I send it through. You'll be leaving next month to the halfway house. Okay. She goes, you got about 89 days left or something. She said, when you get down to 60 days, we'll send you out. I just signed it and got it back to her. I was ecstatic that I got approved. So I get there and I right away, third day I broke a rule. Okay, fine. So they come to me, they says, it's out of our hands, BOP's gonna come get you. So I had just got a job with Hertz.
Here, pause it for a second.
It's ironic.
Go to Joey's Blog Talk Radio. He explains what rule he broke.
What was? Can you break it for us, Cupcake?
Yeah, he said it on his Blog Talk Radio. He this was 3 years ago, and he said he got caught smoking meth, so they did send him to the loony bin for 30 days.
Holy Toledo!
But this was 3 years ago, and he said the last time he smoked meth was 3 years ago. So those do line up. But yeah, he explained this whole story on his Blog Talk Radio.
So he was smoking meth and got sent to the crazy house.
Yeah, and those are those. I mean, with his own mouth, he said that on his Blog Talk Radio. So that's not hearsay. That's not. You can go to Joey Diamond's Blog Talk Radio, and it's on there. Second page, about the fifth showdown.
Damn.
The black do not rent list, and they hired me. I tried to use that later on after I lost the job, because they took it away from me. I said, hey, but let me ask you a question. My license passed for a job, and I go, so that means I must not be on this do not read rent sign and do not rent list. And when she looked it up, she goes, yeah, you're fine. She goes, wait a minute, did you say you were on the ban list? She went to another part of the computer, and she goes, oh, there you go. I don't know how human resources missed this. You should have never been hired.
They didn't, Joey, because it wasn't there. There was nothing to miss. What the fuck would Hertz hire him for other than a car washer?
And I'm like, well, I got a paycheck from you guys. So the first thing that they did at the halfway house is, you're locked into BOP comes to get you. I go, I just got the job. I go, they go, you're not allowed to go anywhere. So now I'm going. Now I'm nuts because everybody's leaving and going to their jobs. They're going, families picking them up. They're spending weekends with the families. You could do that if you follow certain protocol. I'm one of 5 people that are locked in there. I'm locked in there with 4 chomos that they are not allowed out anywhere. They ain't allowed to use the internet. And I got one guy sneaking in, trying to get me to watch for him till he goes on the internet. Hey, fuck you. I'm in enough trouble. Now they couldn't give me no more time. I didn't break a law. I broke a.
Okay. He said he was locked up with 4 chomos. Is that correct?
I don't even. I can neither confirm nor deny if that's correct. Like, I don't know.
I'm sure he said that. And maybe I'm wrong, but if he said that, Christ almighty, I thought they only locked him up with each other.
What does he mean by chomo? I don't understand that reference.
Child molester.
Oh. See, I wouldn't know
let's
that.
See here. Okay.
You're locked into BOP comes to get you. I go, I just got the job. They go, you're not allowed to go anywhere. So now I'm going, now I'm nuts because everybody's leaving and going to their jobs. They're going, families picking them up. They're spending weekends with the families. You could do that if you follow certain protocol. I'm one of 5 people that are locked in there. I'm locked in there with 4 chomos.
Boom. He did say it.
Yep.
He was one of 5 people up in there, and he goes, I'm locked in there with 4 chomos.
And I see what you're saying. They keep those people separate from general.
Correct. Yeah. Right. They would not be there. There's no way that Joey would be up around them unless he was also in some type of form of protective custody or isolation or something away from the general population. So, I mean, that's pretty telling, is it not? Or am I reaching, my friends?
No, that's pretty telling.
That they are not allowed out anywhere. They ain't allowed to use the internet. And I got one guy sneaking in, trying to get me to watch for him till he goes on the internet. Hey, fuck you. I'm in enough trouble. Now they couldn't give me no more time. I didn't break a law. I broke a rule. So all I had left was 58 days of my sentence. So I was like, all right, now every day I'm going up there. When are they coming to get me? I don't want to be here no more. Let me go back to Coleman prison. You're not going to Coleman. Finally, after 20, it was 58 days, 28 days later, they could call me and say, you're leaving this Thursday. So on the 26th day that I had left, they brought me to Pinellas County. Now I'm in there was like, oh my God, oh my God. Ring that bell, Bobby.
That big bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my God is right. Oh my God, Reverend Fucka You Lee with a big donation. Damn. Woo. Fucking Bobby Nick saw that and goes, yes, 4 more packs of cigarettes, my nigglets.
Rev Fuck Lee.
$100.
Man. $100. Joey, you are a good dude. You're doing what you love to do and having fun. That's true. I actually broke down yesterday, apologizing to my wife for being such a dick, and didn't realize that it really was taking a toll on her. But she also said, I know you love doing this. I know you do. I see the happiness in you. And the bottom line is I do. I enjoy this. I enjoy the arguing. I enjoy it all. I do. It's a sick way that I do, but I do. I enjoy the people I meet. I enjoy the people I argue with. I enjoy the people that hate me. I enjoy the people that I hate. And I try to say hate's a strong word. Having fun. Keep doing you. That's the important thing. The money and all the rest works itself out. You're right. God always finds a way. And that's one thing I will learn. You'll always work out. It always has for me. And for anybody that I've heard that has chosen the path of not always being a law-abiding citizen. None of you should take ourselves too seriously. It's all good fun. Bob gives great advice to that. He does. Oh my God. Look at this.
You just drop another 50. Shit. Just don't go to Turkey for your dental work. You might lose your shit over there. Thanks for doing that, bro. Not just me. Catalano for life, bud. I also love TSN. I might be fucking around a little. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. I got you. I got it.
Okay. Let me see. I think that's pretty much the end of the Bean story there.
Yeah.
We got it. There was nothing really new, but yeah, some old shit though. Let's get over
there's a
here
50.
to where Joey was fucking livid, obviously, and this was a real short show here now, and this is where he's closing it out. And bear with me because, like I said, it is the one of his rage quits. But let's go ahead and join it here. Okay, I think I got that up. Let's see. No. No, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
What happened?
I am the share thing, man. I've just stepped in my shit once again. How I do it ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Let me see here. Yeah, I want to get into one of his rage quitters. Okay, here we go, guys. Gals, friends, family. All right. Let's see if it'll go.
In this world as a cripple. You understand? I won't.
So Kyle says he'll give you $250 to take a drug test live.
I'll take a drug test anytime, brother. So
See that right there? That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff Joey needs to do. Like he
Right.
needs to embrace his
You're gonna
inner
lose your
Perry
$250.
Caramello.
Right. No, I agree.
Right.
Well,
Go
no,
ahead.
see, Mike's saying we didn't catch a bunch of it. It's because he can't. And then he's like Porky Pig with his thing. His brain gets in front of him, and he needs somebody to help guide him through his story, keep him on track, and ask questions that you're asking while he's doing it.
Right.
Joey has the blocks; they're just not put together correctly.
Right.
Ooh, great. That was great, man. Yeah. He has the building blocks to make a great foundation for a stream.
Right,
But he
and
just
Yeah, he
doesn't
does.
own the,
he needs
I
to
mean,
talk it out with other people, like you guys were talking about how he's hanging out with the homeless, and it's dude, that's fine as long as it's not on his front porch. Go to the
Right.
park. Go to the park. They're at the park too. Go. Like I mentioned, the bus stops, dude. Go hang out at a rapid transit station where they catch the train. Wild shit happens there, and he's the kind of guy who's not scared to interact with that.
No,
That's
he
what would
gets
make
right in the
him
middle
good.
of it. Yeah, he gets right in the middle of the shit zone with he fits right in, man. It's his people's.
Yeah,
But
Joey is entertaining.
Instead of
Just
that,
not
I'll
entertaining
never
the way
not
he
say
wants
that.
to be entertaining.
I'll call him a doofus all day, but we all watch him. That's the point. He would be getting more money out of us
Right.
two notches higher, dude. Just 2 notches. Bam. Just add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and we're good.
Right.
Let him cook. Let Joey
Let him cook.
goddammit.
Exactly.
I'm just curious. Why would he go to that extreme right now and say that statement? What would be your reasoning behind that?
This is the one.
What?
That statement he just had.
Who, Kyle?
It sounds sketchy. It did. Well, you tell me what sounded sketchy. You know the work. There was no arrest. So I told you exactly what happened with the beans. To the letter for me leaving the house, to going to Wawa's, to coming home, to the argument, to that. So what was different? That's the problem here. You guys couldn't tell the fucking truth from a lie. And that's
that's the type of statement he doesn't need to make. He doesn't need to say something like that.
All it does is
Right.
prove that, he's going to try to get over on you. Yeah, real bad.
And he calls other people liars a lot too, when in fact we're just playing his video back to him, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no,
Right.
dude, calm down.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
Believe whatever they want to believe. That's the sad part.
That's where I'm at. Let's do a quiz with you, K-Cal. Can you tell the fucking truth from a lie? I don't think you can.
I don't think he can. He's told so many stories, he doesn't know what happened.
Not worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
Again,
yeah,
gays,
no, that's
gay,
the thing.
calling me gay, or calling me a
let's
whiny.
worry about-
Dude, that makes you sound like a fucking homophobe. Try to come up with a better insult than effeminate or gay. You can call me a whiny bitch. I'm not whining, and it isn't hard for me to meet women, honestly. Here, make me full screen and get a good look at this mug. Chicks jig me. Oh, speaking of, my internet wife is in the chat too. Hello, Tracy. Just like your internet wife, Victoria's in the chat.
Oh, I love my internet wife, Victoria. She's quite the lady. Yeah.
What were we doing? Oh, I got. Oh no, yeah, no. He's calling people liars and stuff like that, and you can't do that when your credibility is that of a liar, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But watch as he
I'm not. I've
concludes
never
this
lied about the
episode.
guy. Nobody's
Right.
ever lied about the guy.
Right.
It's
what your comments you.
eh.
All right, let's go. I'm out of here. Have a nice fucking life. Goodbye. Fuck you.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Like he doesn't stay committed. He's upset because he's not. If 20 minutes goes by and he doesn't make $5, it's the same like Aaron. Well, I guess I must not be entertaining enough for you guys. You know,
Exactly.
I don't understand what Joey's trying to get at. What is his end goal? He doesn't know, so we don't know. You know, we're trying to be on the ride with you, Joe. Take us along with the ride and get us there. You know, I would love to. Again, Mike says he wouldn't come on the stream. Fine, ask Joey. He was in the chat before. I'll send him a fucking link. He can come on my channel. I'll talk to him face to face. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is him grifting on people by lying. That's stupid. Don't do it. And again, you can call me a bitch or a fag or whatever you want to call me. That's fine. Don't lie to the audience to get money out of them. Don't say you owe somebody money and have that person who's also lying squeeze money out of people. Dude,
Yeah.
we're all broke. We're all fucking broke out here. The economy's ruined. I don't care what job you have. Your dollar isn't going as far as it did.
Yeah, that whole thing with the money, that
really
Yeah.
annoyed that and pretending to be a born again Christian is offensive to me. And I don't consider myself I guess I am Christian, but like I wouldn't go around faking religion to get money out of people. What kind of shit is that? And again, with the ad hominem attacks, Mr. Mike, you can keep saying I'm not being defensive. I'm telling you.
Yeah, when Joey found God, I thought that was hilarious. That to me was hilarious.
Yeah,
dude, and he was like trying to. I'm going to be a good person. He can't.
Well, would you guys like
lean into who you are and fucking do it?
He should have embraced that and done a Sunday show. You know,
I was trying to help him then. When he was doing that, I was supporting him in his chat. And then it turns out, fuck all these people again. Just like this last clip you played. Fuck it. I'm fucking out of here. Well, then fuck you. Why should I even be a fan? Fuck you. You don't care about the fans. You only care about, but he only cares about positive reinforcement and getting money out of it. That's not going to happen. Like you said, if he does Perry Caravello stuff, where he's getting money for acting like an idiot, that will make him money. It will get him eyes. It will get him attention. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about acting like an idiot. He was dressing up like Batman and calling Howard Stern. This isn't new. Joey has been struggling at trying to be a guy for more than a decade. So as bitchy and as whiny as I am, at least I'm being more successful in the last 9 months than Joey has in the past 10 years. More people would rather watch me on a Sunday night than Joey on any other time. He gets 50 people. I get 50 people. Who gives a fuck? Nobody does.
Right.
You can't squeeze 50 people for money.
I have
Yeah,
no
and if he was
monetization
again,
and I don't get 50 people, God damn it. So come on over. Don't forget to
Dude,
like
Honk, I
that
was on it this week. Yeah, hell yeah. Hit that like, share it out, subscribe it. We want everybody here.
Yes,
Clip
you
Joey, clip Aaron.
goddamn cowards.
yeah, no,
This is
Joey
how I
needs to
sound,
embrace
dude.
his inner Perry Caravello. He would make money doing that. He would
Yes,
make money doing that.
lots of money, plenty. Dye his hair pink 1 week. I guarantee you he'd get 500 for it.
Right. He would.
I'm a
You
big
know,
fan of dudes shaving their eyebrows too, completely. Make them
If
look
I
like they
did
got
that,
cancer.
dude, I got
That's what
huge
my
eyebrows. If I shaved
yeah,
one
he did.
eyebrow off,
He
I
did
would.
that stream about eating spam and eating beans. Like he made money doing that.
You
You know,
make
every
good money.
$5 he would take a spoonful of beans, and if you gave him $100, he would eat the whole can at once.
Okay, but you know what sucks is I think that was a lie. Let me be honest with you. We know Joey's had a rough life. I think he's eaten a lot of cans of spam and cans of beans over the years, and he loves them just fine. Let's make him eat some Brussels sprouts. Let's see what he looks
What's
like
that
when he's
fish in the
eating
can? The Straumenhamen.
right, yeah,
Right,
some
it's a canned herring.
yeah, there you go. Some fucking anchovies on a pizza. That would impress me, motherfucker.
Right,
Okay.
right.
This is great. Here he's doing another rage quit. And God damn it, all I said was, well, here, I'm going to show you. It was in the super chat, and then he went off on me, the fat fucker.
Field day going through his shit. I will say this. I will say this in his defense, not his defense, but in my cousin's defense. Squeaky clean, law-abiding citizen, always has been, always will be. I will say that about him. He is a true member of society. He is a class act as a human being. I will say that. I will give him that 100%. The man squeaky clean, never broke a law in his life.
Oh, am I wearing? No, I'm actually wearing an olive green shirt today.
But this guy is Lou wearing the same gray suit. Honka, honka, honka. This old cocksucker here. He keeps telling me, you don't want to come over. You don't want to miss. Let me tell you something, old man. Let me tell you something. You are another one that's on the list, and it's coming real
On the
quick.
list.
I'm gonna save you for last. I like to eat. I like to devour a fucking piece of garbage like you all day long. Proven fact. You know, I did it last year to a couple people. You're on the bottom of the list, but you're going to be the last part. Because you know what, motherfucker? Continue to copy. He says, I don't lie. I just report what you say. You're a fucking liar. All right? Quit saying that everybody's good. I didn't con no fucking kahuna. Okay, kahuna. It was a failed work together. He wasn't covering shit for me. I was trying to cover for him, you dumb fuck. Because I am a good guy. And you want to know something else?
You're not a good guy because you tried to work your crowd for $200 based on lies, dude. That's not good. How is that a good thing? Explain that to me. How is that good? Number one. Number two, you didn't let the work out until after it failed. You didn't say it was a work until after you didn't get the money.
Yeah, Kahuna told me that there was they were gonna make a big deal, or at least Kahuna wanted to make a big deal about Joey giving at DabbleCon in front of everybody.
Oh,
Joey
he was going to
giving
pay him
Kahuna the
back.
$200 back. Like it was, the whole thing was just dumb from the beginning, and the whole money thing that was strongly Kahuna's idea. I will say that because Joey knows he has a history, of not paying someone back, and it was a fucking shit show the whole time last year about this whole thing where he was loaned money and it wasn't paid back, or it was a shit show. So I don't believe Joey would ever do a work where somebody loaned him money and then the whole drama would be that Joey didn't pay it back.
Yeah, that just makes Joey look bad. Why would he even go along with it in the first place? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
except to think he was going to get a payday out of it, or
he said
eyes.
He said he did it for for content and to grow his channel. That's so I mean it was a dumb idea to begin with. It was a dumb idea to begin with, but Kahuna had a
Just
lot
when
more
you're
to do
already
with that than I
monetized.
think he's letting on.
Yeah, see, that's the
Yeah,
other
we're not
thing,
getting
dude.
the whole story. There's a lot. I agree
Yep.
with you. I think there's a lot more to this story that we're not getting from Kahuna or him. I really do.
Yeah, and like I said, Kahuna used me and riled me up about, yeah, Joey didn't pay me back. And, he hasn't paid me back yet. He hasn't paid me back yet. Because he knew I would do what I did and go hard at Joey. But once I found out that, it was all fake, like I said, I manned up and I apologized to Joey to his face. I'm not against. I'm not. I've said 100 times in this stream. If I'm wrong, I will balls out admit it. And and Joey will say it too. He fucking knows it's true. He knows I fucking straight up apologize to him. Now whether he's gonna go off on some other stupid tangent about it, who knows? But
Well, let's see what he has to do here for this finale.
You ain't shit. Okay? You
I'm
ain't
gonna
shit.
continue to watch your
You're a
shit,
sickle
Joseph,
and
and I'm gonna continue to do my streams about you, Joseph.
Joey C. I'm gonna continue.
I got nothing better to
Good
do
luck.
with my life because I'm gonna pick
Everything's
on the
documented. Keep
dumbest little
lying.
child in this
Keep saying
universe.
things I'm not, and keep saying things that you know for a fact. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, bitch. And you're a bitch. You would be my bitch. If I was locked up with you, you would be my bitch instantly. Instantly. You're a bitch. So continue with your little giving me airtime. I love it. Thank you, you fucking clown. Okay. All right. Well, so Lou, guess what? I'm not feeling the love. Fuck everybody. Good night. Bye. See you later. All right.
Yeah, see, if he's not getting the love, he fuck everybody. Nice, Joey. Real nice.
Damn.
Fucking ridiculous.
That's yeah. Well, that was 3 rage quits in 1 week, my friends. And so yeah, I don't know. We've come up on about the 3 hour mark, believe it or not. Time sure has gone by when you're
yeah,
having
that's good.
fun. Cupcake, why don't you do your plugs for me, big guy?
Yeah. Every once in a while, if I got free time, go to at American Cupcake on YouTube or Cupcake's Corner with American Cupcake. You can see all my older videos going to you know roadside attractions, places you can see on the road, museums. I do catch a movie, I do movie reviews. If I got a good book, I'll do a book review. It's not an all the time show. I don't have a lot of time to do it sometime because I'm on the road, but if I'm going someplace, it'll pop up, and then join me if I go to the zoo. Join me if I go to some cool museum.
Cool, man. Cool. Well, I do want to thank you personally for coming up in here today and sharing your view. And I know that you'll continue to be a fan of the Joey C streams. And I'm sure we'll have you get on again in the future to discuss more developments with our favorite greasy Guido, Joey Catalano, and the Prime family. But I thank you.
Well, thanks for having me. It was fun.
I appreciate it. And of course, my main man from Amsterdam, Spurg Snake, what's your plugs, brother?
At Spurg Snake Secret Stash on YouTube, at Spurg Snake on Twitter. Um, Gaming tomorrow night, music streams before Dylan's show during the week. Hopefully, going to get on that, and then hanging out with you on Saturdays, my new favorite thing. Arguing
Cool
with Mike in
beans.
the chat.
Cool
Arguing
beans.
with Mike in the chat is my new favorite thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Mike, please.
I love.
Mike,
Dude, we
please
need
come.
somebody like that to help. That's part of the
Yeah.
content. And that's what
We
Joey's
need,
pushing out, is that he
that's
can't
right. Yeah.
handle. I could give a heck of a lot less of a care that I'm trying not to swear, but the names you call me don't hurt me at all. At all. Words do not hurt. People you hang out with do not hurt me. I don't care. We're having fun. If anybody takes this too serious, get off the internet.
But be sure to bring your goddamn foul tongue back over here, Mike. We
I
love
will.
ya. All right, guys. Well, we're going to let everybody go. I want to thank you all for showing up again. We will be back next Saturday for another Joey C show. And then I think the following week, I'm going to start the Yesterday Today show, and that'll run Tuesday through Fridays, and it'll be a 1 hour, 1.5 hour recap in the morning of all the Dabbleverse shows and kind of just a quick rundown of them. Not a real long show. That'll be reserved for the Saturdays. So like I said, that's not this week, but it's the following week where I'm going to start doing like I said, the Yesterday Today show to bring you the highlights from the previous day's Dabbleverse. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, gentlemen. And your boy Hunk, we'll see you all next time.
Stay
Good
out of
night,
trouble.
everybody.
Love you guys. See ya.
Bye.